Welcome to our Halloween one-shot. It's delayed by a little bit, but we're back here at DragonPoetSociety. My name is Nicholas, your resident DM. We've got some of the normal crew here. Sans Cat, you will be missed, but she'll be back a couple weeks after some travel stuff settles down for her. In any case, we're going to be not doing our normal Lemuria Dance of Light and Dark campaign. Instead, we're going to be doing a one-shot set in a different kind of area. So just going around a very brief introduction for everybody's characters in just a minute. But yeah, have a follow for us if you're enjoying what you see here. Go find us on YouTube or at DragonPoetSociety.com, Instagram.com/DragonPoetSociety. It's all there. You can follow us doing all our various antics and nonsense as we make the campaigns whenever we can. Hopefully we're back to a more regular schedule, as the last couple of weeks have been a little bit hectic, but we'll see how it goes. In any case, we'll be setting the scene in just a second, but first, let's meet the team. So, not the normal characters of Lemuria. We'll just go down the line and start with Sarah's character. Let me tell just a briefest description as possible. Getting the distilled elements of your character. Let's hear it.
Alrighty, so my character's name is Willow of the Treetop family because her family builds houses in trees. But she has red and white hair, about 3'5", very, very tall, obviously, and is probably about 28 in gnomish years. If you cared to calculate it out, it's about 100 years old. But, you know, she's like 28. And she's wearing lots of natural colored clothing, so that's the main vibes for Willow there.
Yeah. Okay.
And my gal, her name is Tiffany. She is a halfling, and if you're looking at her, you'll see she sort of has ear-length, curly-ish hair, and is usually wearing what would be a nice dress, except it's definitely stuff's been spilled. It looks like it's wrinkled. It looks like she's been going through her hair a lot, and she's constantly twitching, and if you look at her eyes, she's either not blinking or she is blinking way too much.
Just like Brandon.
Just like me.
Look into his eyes.
Yeah. Alright, Brandon.
Alright, so I have Paul over here. He's an older...
Sorry. I would have loved if you just said, Paul over here. That's you, Nate.
That's about the description of Paul. It's Paul.
I mean, he's an old human male, maybe mid to late 50s. Hair is starting to recede, starting to go a little bit gray. Big old beard. Used to have a lot of hair. Hard to tell now. He's hunched over. The weight of the years are weighing on him. He's still 6'3" even when hunched over, but you can tell he was pretty tall in his youth. He's wearing, I guess, a rough-worn tunic and pants with chainmail underneath.
Sounds good. All right, Nate.
Down here, my character's name is Uguay.
With a U for copyright.
With the U for copyright purposes. You can put a master in front of it, ranked, but copyright purposes. But he's a turtle, and he wears nothing but a sash over his shell and walks around with his walking stick. Yeah. That's the gist of it.
Okay, and Felina.
So Vivian is a Triton woman, about 25. She's all 5'0", blue hair. It's darker at the roots and kind of sun bleaches towards teal at the ends. That's put up in a messy bun with kind of a long-handled fork. She is wearing a tunic that looks like it was probably made from a sail, and she's carrying a staff.
Lovely. All right. Well, after this brief description, we'll set the scene. In the same time period, more or less, as the main campaign is taking place and unfolding, we come to this very disparate group of individuals, separated by distance as much as by characteristic. The team finds themselves in the northern regions of Umura, far desert land, northern in the light bands with much more direct sunlight and much more heat than even the sun-touched valleys around Solney. Here in these deserts and in some of the foothills near the Alavaxian Spine and Alamura Hills, the party has been conscripted for a advertisement, a wanted poster of sorts for a mission. This mission being for experienced dungeoneers to plunder and investigate the tomb of Alhun Ma. And they were hired by someone just who wrote his initials as DD and told you to meet at a certain point, at a convex point with these obelisk-like towers that have been revealed from the sand-touched lands. You guys have made your way there following these kind of bespoke and unusual instructions. Making your way there, you wait in the arid, unyielding heat and endless sunlight, the dry desert areas, filled with a scorching and draining warmth. Shade and water are blessings here, wherever they may be found. And among the dunes of sand and jutting rocky hills, half-exposed giant statue's face nestled among them. You pass that, you see and come to the almost crater-like space excavated from sand. A pair of these sort of carved pillar obelisk juttings coming from the sand as well. And there, with a tarp of shade cloth covering his face, you see an individual step forward and pull back his hood. It's a halfling individual, but he seems to have seems to have some like interesting either jewelry or something going on in like the back part of. He's got a hat on, so it's kind of sort of cowboy hat-esque looking situation. And you see like some glinting catching on his skin, kind of like he's got maybe some scales or something going on back there, but otherwise dressed in a very local sort of robe, done well in a material that's helpful to deal with this. And he says, "Hello, welcome to my excavation site. I am Deno Drakson, explorer extraordinaire, and tomb pillager, the man himself." And he appears, and he says, "Well, I'm so glad that each of you accepted my invitation. Experienced dungeoneers, all of you, I'm sure. We'll find out one way or another. Your task shall be a simple one. I have been interested in studying this tomb of Alhun Ma, said to be one of the lost tombs of the Empire of Dust during the horrible rise of the Dry Death and the Empire of Dust some 100 and so years ago. Anyway, you guys don't need the details. You're not detail-oriented folk. I am the details man, of course, and we're all gonna be rich. Anything you find, aside from what I'm looking for, can be and that you can carry away with you, you're welcome to have, barring a few specifics. But in any case, let's not worry about all that. Again, not details. We're working on what we've got to focus here with. Your task is a simple one. Escort me through the tomb. Keep me safe. We've already uncovered a few dangers, which is why I went and sought to hire such experts as yourselves. And we will be moving right along. We've had a few hiccups with our previous experiences as far as individuals going in and out. Lost a few folk, and my senior archaeologist and explorer, a Dr. Coase, has gone missing under the tomb, so I'm hoping that perhaps we can find him as well. But my main objective, your main objective is treasure, of course. My main objective is the Chalice of Lifewater, said to be a powerful relic used by the Empire of Dust in their day, and said to be worth quite a lot of great cultural and arcane value. So help me recover this, and everything else is fair game. As for a sort of base level fee, life insurance, that sort of thing, you never know with dungeons. I will be giving a nice payout of a solid, lump sum of perhaps 25 gold each, in addition to whatever you come across. And I imagine that if you're clever and we're successful in our venture, you as a party should be able to beat my offer by an order of magnitude. So without any further ado, let's begin. And he kind of gestures behind him as if whipping away his cloak will somehow reveal the big, massive excavation site. You see he's got like a big fan that he is sort of like tucking and folding away. He says, "Well, I use my wind fan, all its power is gone, but I brushed off some of the sand, uncovered and excavated a little further, and I believe that this is the entryway that we're looking to begin with. So, without further ado, he kind of points, and between the obelisks and some pillars, there's a worn stairway that descends into a scattering of rubble that's been cleared neatly into piles, and sort of canvas tarp whips away and reveals a opening in the stone structure facing outward from the sand at the bottom of the stairs, leading to darkness below. After you, adventuring experts.
Okay. You guys going to walk up to the top of the staircase
Okay.
and turn to Paul and go, "Hello there, fellow old timer. Now I'm gonna prop myself at the top of this staircase. Would you mind giving me just a little nudge, just to get me going?"
Paul will look at you for a little while, and he'll walk over. He'll put his hand on the back of your shell, presumably.
As he is doing this, I'll retract into the shell, just getting ready to get pushed and just slide down the staircase.
Okay.
And then the
So
last-
you're now pushing on like a turtle shell on the floor.
I'm around the cusp. He just needs a little.
So this is to be like this
It's
is
a pretty steep stairway, and then it's like a dark hole at the bottom.
okay. Good, as long as we're clear. Oh, Paul will say a few short words and cast guidance on Oogway there,
Okay.
and then
Got a
shove him
glowing
down.
turtle shell. All right,
Oh,
so
yeah.
just and Deno is like goodness as the shell and turtle shell just goes sliding off into the darkness, and the rest Deno is just kind of agape,
Willow's
looking
gonna
at the whole situation, and is like, well, that's one way to draw fire. If
Am I
there's
still alive?
concern, we'll get to that.
We'll get to you.
That's one way to draw fire, if that was a concern. Lucky for you, we at least ventured this far into the first region a little bit ourselves. And hopefully your friend has laid on the brakes there, but perhaps we'll make a little bit more of a quiet egress the rest of the way.
Unlikely.
If I'm alive, can I say something?
I mean, yeah, sure, go ahead. You hear this, like, echoing down.
Yes, just like the good old days.
Echoes slightly up backward toward you. Did Willow want to do something?
She's gonna yell, "Wait for me!" and start running down the stairs.
Okay. So Willow's going in next?
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of you are going in as well?
Yes,
Dino's
yes.
following.
Paul will cast light on, I guess, his mace and head down.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast mage. I am not wearing leather armor. That was a mistake. But I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself with my invocation.
Okay, some seaweedy looking leather armor surrounds you, and we're going there. Oh, for the camera's sake, by the way, this is Vivian here. We've got Vivian, we've got Oogway with a U. No Twirtle Mini, but hopefully at least, I don't know if these are showing up at all. Yeah, there we go. And then we've got little Deno Drakson here. And then, do you want to hand me the minis there for
Yeah.
some of the other ones? Okay.
Ooh,
We have
heavy.
Mr. Paul,
PvP.
Priest football.
Priest boy, Paul.
Priest Boy Paul. Okay, and then we've got Tiffany,
I mean, how do you think I titled this?
and then last but certainly not least, we have Willow.
Potentially.
All right, so heading down into the section below, we've got a little bit of a setup to make.
Always the wind beneath our
Well,
wings.
presumably Tiffany,
I agree.
Vivian, and Dina are going down. Oh, do you think there will be mummies? I hope there will be mummies. I was told there might be mummies. Are there mummies? I'm really in search of a mummy.
Paul visibly ages by a year.
Nice. So,
Would I hear her saying that?
yes, but hang on.
Oh.
Dino turns and just says, I never thought I'd meet someone who speaks faster than me, but I did hire you guys to deal with such problems should they arise. I hope we don't run into any, but, and I imagine your hope for such things might evaporate should we encounter them, but...
Oh, I doubt that. I very much doubt that. I very much doubt that. Do you think there'll also be maybe some poisons or something else down there? I run an apothecary, Granitas Apothecary. Looking for things for my apothecary.
Why don't we find out?
That sounds good. I love finding out things.
Me too.
I found out things for quite a while. All sorts of things. All sorts of things.
Question for the DM.
Yeah.
Can you apply silence to like a robe?
You can apply it. I think it's a point, and then it stays on that area. It doesn't stay
Okay.
moved with you.
Just curious. That's
How
all.
long does hold person last?
And she's sort of bouncing down the stairs.
Got it. I love it. Okay.
Yes,
you go.
mummies. Gotta find those
So-
mummies.
Give me a minute, dang it.
All right. So
You're stuck with this for the rest of the night.
Because I'm still really not feeling good.
Yeah, my eyes are hurting. I gotta.
yeah. So you guys come down. Uruguay. Are you still in your shell, or are you just?
I'll be like poking my head out and like looking around.
Okay, so what you see is a dark passageway of dry stone. It's now lit, thanks to Priest Boy Paul's light-driven mace. But for those of you who don't have dark vision, that is unfortunate. Deno has also lit a torch.
Nice.
So you're getting a little bit more light kind of flaring and causing strange shadows to play and flicker on the walls. There's a thick layer of dust that coats everything down here, nearly an inch thick, and a strange smell kind of permeates the air. Ahead, you can see a large iron pole wedged between the blocks of the floor, forcing open a trapped pitfall with spikes at the bottom. So I'm going to just do this like this.
Well, that was close.
Did you bounce over it?
No, he stopped beforehand. And you see, kind of propped open this trapped false floor situation, and you can see into it a pit with spikes at the bottom. The pit extends as a sort of just shy of 15-foot square, with a tiny amount of space for walkway around its edges. And it seems to be that you can see what looks like some kind of shape down in the bottom of the pit. And then the walls themselves seem to be carved and painted with varying glyphs and symbols. They depict dark ceremonies, mummification of the living, and 3 enormous austere figures with the heads of a hyena, a tiger, and largest of all, a serpent. As Deno is like escorting the rest of you down here, he says, "It's strange. I don't recall, the history books don't talk at all about a hyena or tiger sort of figure in the dry dust empire situation, Empire of Dust. So kind of an interesting little thing already. I'm excited of what we've uncovered. Careful for the pits. One of my assistants, Jacobson, he was a good guy. Unfortunately ran afoul, not being too careful, so you never know what's going on, but just, watch your step."
I'll go around the pit.
Okay, so very small, tight walk space, so you're going to have to go ahead and make a
Once you say it.
dexterity check there for me. We'll go ahead and make it a it's acrobatics check there to try and keep your balance and make sure.
Makes a difference from that. 15.
15. Okay. You actually managed to do a reasonable job. You're sort of, flattening yourself and just sort of like shell sidling across the, just like, and Deno's just like, "That wall is over 100 years old." And you're just like the turtle shell pattern is just like being etched on the back, but you make it across.
Is there enough room to like do a running jump across?
It's 15 feet, so you'd have to be pretty good with a running jump. I think running jump, long jump, it's 10. You have to move 10 plus feet, and then you can move a number of feet equal to your strength score.
Oh shoot, I would have been pretty good at that.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay, I'm going to also have you make a dex save, because it's a little bit uneasy with the dust and stuff on the floor.
Can I do athletics instead?
Yeah, I'll allow that since it's a long jump. Sure.
13 total.
Okay, you get there and you just like grab onto the back of the shell a little bit, as he's like on the other edge, and you kind of like give him a little bit of a shell hug from the back. But you make it.
I'll like put my hands like behind me and like just rotate it, just like set him down.
I don't think I landed on you, but thank you.
All right. Deno's like, "Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, they're two old dudes.
If I throw you a rope across, a weighted rope, would you care to catch it so we can just cross safely?"
I suppose I could do such a thing.
Oh, sorry, I forgot my rope. Does someone else want to use a rope?
No.
He's mine.
Oh, excellent, thank you. And he ties a stone to it, which is suspicious because you see like a coiled bulge like right next to his hip. He's like,
Can I like poke the bowl next to his
Don't.
hip?
Oh, no.
Next to his hip.
okay.
Clarify,
On
please.
Moving
No,
on.
not
He's gonna
there.
go ahead and.
What do you mean there?
No, what I think is. Never mind.
Yes, you can.
It's a
Go ahead.
tumor.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
You feel it like sort of
rope
move.
shaking.
over
Oh no!
the side.
No!
Oh. No.
All right. He rolled. He got a 10 total. So go ahead and make a like dexterity check there to see how if you're able to grab it because he didn't do a great job throwing it.
14.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say got the stone. The first try kind of. And then we're trying to. Oh, that one didn't count. And this time gets it. You grab. He's like, well, you guys first. I'll lean back and then I'll make my way across.
I'm just gonna anchor it, so I'm literally just gonna like hold it and like just shrink into my shell. So it's just like.
Okay.
I'll brace him just in case.
Sounds good.
I weigh like almost 500 pounds. I'm not moving.
Tiffany will make her way across, but as she's doing it, she's looking very intently at the like carvings in the
shell
in the
work?
pit.
They're not there anymore.
So the carvings are more on the walls, less on the pit. The pit
okay.
was the dark shape inside, but yeah.
Yeah, well, she'll look at the wall. She'll also look down to see if she can see the dead body of the assistant.
Yeah, go ahead and make a general perception check for me.
General.
But you are crossing, right?
I'm crossing.
Okay.
That is an 8.
8 total?
Yeah.
The dark shape appears to be a dead body. Not super old. The carvings on the walls are pretty.
Word.
This is quite interesting, Deno. Quite interesting. That body's not quite old enough, but we'll find one. We'll find one, right?
Well, that's Jacobson, so, you know.
Well, I mean, sorry for the loss, I guess.
I'll put my head out of the shell. You insensitive prick.
Not the first judge to call me. That won't be the last.
Alright, so you're crossed.
So that's
Chaotic neutral.
Okay.
Can I look at some of the symbols on the wall and just see if I recognize? Like, is it anything that means anything to me, or like I'm not
What
sure.
languages do you speak?
Common and primordial.
Okay. Go ahead and make a Arcana or History check.
I'm proficient in both.
Huzzah.
Ooh, that is a 22. Either way.
Okay,
So-
there are some necromantic, like, similarities in some of the language and stuff.
Okay.
It looks like based in some of the history maybe you've come across or been exposed to, given your background. This looks like it's some of the language of the ancient Imothetans.
Okay. How do I spell that?
Imothitan.
Okay.
But otherwise, the symbology depicts what I described as far as the actual pictures.
Cool.
Did you say you were crossing as well, or are you holding off?
I'll kind of like get distracted by looking, trip a little bit, and then try to cross. Yeah.
Okay. Stumbling over, but making it just fine.
I'll cross.
Okay. Sounds good. And then Deno like coils the rope back up. He like gives it a tug, and he's like, "Oh, I'll manage on my own."
Okay.
Okay. He coils all the rope. And he tucks it into his belt, and then he just like gives a running jump, and halfway through, it's like a gust of wind just comes up from him, and he just makes it across.
You know, there's Mario.
Yeah, little Mario jump.
Got the air jumps.
All right, so now you guys have made it to this side. I'm gonna just do that there, and then we've got this here. So you've got your sort of stairway ahead that leads down below, which you could see from the start. Another stairway. This one a little twistier than the original sort of downstair into this main entryway hallway area that you're in now. On the eastern side of the wall, with all the rings there, it is a curtain or waterfall of just continually flowing sand. It doesn't seem to be collecting or building up. It just seems to be continually going. Over here, it looks like this part of the wall has sort of collapsed in, and there's a big pile of rubble here. And Deno says, yes, I'm fairly certain. My information gives me a 62% chance of certainty that I believe we need to go further down. I really like this curtain of sand. Not sure what happened over there. I'm not trying to mess with too much out here. We don't know how stable all the architecture is. But if you want to take a poke around, no problems. We are on a, careful infiltration situation, as long as we don't cause too many ruckuses and curses. I mean, you already saw the trap or what happened there. But let me know when you're ready to descend. And he clearly, it's like, you guys first, kind of deal. He's like, this is the farthest that we've come.
Tiff will go, oh, traps, that's a good idea. And she'll run towards the staircase and look for traps along.
I'm gonna go assist her in that.
Okay, go ahead and roll with advantage then, but go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay, advantage 9, so 13, which would make that 21.
You do not notice any traps around the stairway area.
She'll turn around and just...
Do I notice any rocks on the ground around?
Well, yeah, this is a whole caved-in space
but can I,
of
a
limestone
rock I
and
can
stuff.
pick
Yeah,
up?
so, yeah, there's broken limestone rocks that you can pick up.
Okay.
Sandstone.
I'll pick myself up one. I'll pick up one for Paul. Hand Paul one. And I'll kind of just with my staff just strut over to this sand waterfall, and I'll just give the rock a toss into it.
I'll cast light on mine.
You gonna cast light on yours?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna just huck it, overarm, try and go through it rather than down into it.
Thomas Brodius, is that you?
Is it a distance?
In my day.
The curtain of sand is pretty thick, and it seems to go a little distance in, and so your rocks go, and but you do hear a gook gook as it's striking something solid.
Would we be able to guesstimate how long it took for it to hit the wall? How far?
Not very. I mean, if it was too thick, it would have just poured it down and prevented its trajectory.
Okay.
Can I look around, see if there are any pressure plates, any switches, anything like that?
Sure. Go ahead and make a investigation check.
I don't find anything.
Yeah?
Nope.
What'd you get?
A 4.
Yeah, that's correct. You do not find anything there.
See, I know these kind of things.
Yeah.
My good friend Pablo, would you mind taking a gander yourself?
No.
Do you need someone to take a look at things? I'm very good at looking for
No!
things. I'm very, very good at it.
Anyone else.
I am very, very good at it. I can look for many things, and I can find many things, and hide many places,
Paul
and
would
do
like
all
to
the
take a
things.
look.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check. Are you also looking for switches and pressure plates and stuff?
You're looking for traps. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Go make an investigation.
for things to stop the sand.
Well, we'll see what I see.
Okay.
10.
10. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of... there's no way to know on the other side of this big pile of rubble, but there's a lot of, well chiseled... What you're noticing is this is deliberate architecture down here. Blocks and blocks of stone, rather than sort of the natural under-earth carving sort of tunnels or anything like that.
Got it.
But no, you don't notice any switches or levers or anything like that, no pressure plates.
Can I take one of my javelins and poke it into the sand?
Okay, yeah.
So it's within
Striking something.
javelin
Feels like
range.
stone.
So it's within the reach of a javelin.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm gonna look over my shoulders. It's like this big toothless grin. Shall we?
Go down, or what are you hoping to do?
Can I while he's talking, can I take his javelin for a second, I guess drag it across whatever's on the other side, see if there's further in I can go?
Yeah, okay.
Rather than just a flat wall behind a
It's
curtain
just
of sand.
It sounds like it's scraping against some stone, but it seems consistent. As you're doing this, some sand is like splashing towards you. I need both of you to go ahead and make. Didn't think this was going to come up, but go ahead and make a double check here.
Please make a con.
I don't know how I.
Yeah, please.
It is not a con save.
Tough.
I think a wisdom save. Let me double check.
I like those.
That's not horrible.
I'll take them.
Or charisma.
I want more of
Charisma
them.
would be nice too.
All wisdom saves and that's it. We're good.
Oh, charisma saves for me.
Charisma saves.
I
Wisdom.
like dexterity
Go ahead and make a
saving
wisdom
throws.
save.
I should potentially be okay. 14? Okay.
11.
Okay. Both of you are just sort of like, oh yeah, whatever. What's in? Well,
Okay.
We're just a couple old fogies walk back.
yeah.
Okay.
What's everyone else doing?
Tip is still by the stairs. Do we want to go further in? Do we want to go in? Do you think we'll find mummies? I want to find mummies! Mummies! Oh, I could find a mummy.
I'm just gonna start walking down the stairs to ignore her.
Okay. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Okay.
Look that up. I do have dark vision.
Tip will light her torch and she's swinging it around wildly as she's walking in. She'll follow Vivian.
Oh, careful, careful! We don't want to set anything alight accidentally.
That's
I would
the
put
thing
my
I'm best at.
I'll put my hand on Dino's shoulder. This place was made of stone. How flammable do you find stone?
Well, we don't know what else might be down here after all. The chalice, if records are to believe, is made of some kind of specialized clay. Anyway, let's move on.
Paul will cast light on his weapon again.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so you guys head on down.
Good.
So I got the marching order of, sorry, I'm getting everyone's character names. Vivian was first, with
Tiffany.
Tiffany to follow there. You guys want to go, it's 10 feet wide.
She'll go next to
Side
Vivian.
side by side's fine? Okay.
I've got
Isn't
my
this
step.
exciting, Vivian? Vivian, can I call you Viv? I'll call you Viv. Viv, isn't this exciting?
Which one are you?
That
That one. Okay.
She's looking up because she's a halfling.
I've got my staff kind of held in a manner so that I can just like do this and stop her from doing something really stupid.
Got it. You're ready to bar the way when
Yeah.
needed. Got it. Got it. Okay. So you head on down and come to a passageway. Stairs are sort of at the top here.
A great continuation. That's very smart.
Yeah, well, I have my moments occasionally.
Best we catch him on film.
Prove that it happened.
Yeah. Okay, and so we got those two. Then Deno wanted to go next, along with who was going next with Deno.
I'll go with Dino.
Okay.
Deno Drakson.
It's to you and
And that leads Willow and
Priest boy Paul. Priest boy Paul.
yes. All right.
She is singing that in character.
Poor
Nice.
Paul.
Poor Paul. Or everybody who's trying to make like a. And
Mummy.
Dino's like, be quiet. We don't know.
Mummies putting themselves back to death.
Oh, Dino, do we want to go quietly? I can go quietly. I can go very quietly.
Why don't you go quiet?
Okay, she'll sort of pull her dress up and she'll actually try to, or not up, but like sort of the collar around her and she'll actually try to stealth.
Okay, go make a stealth check.
Stealth check. That is an 18.
Okay, you feel pretty sneaky.
I visibly relax at the silence.
The whole time you just
Don't step like that, step like that.
This wouldn't work well with like a librarian character.
Are we still
I
going down?
almost did a librarian
Are
character.
we still going down the stairs?
No, you've reached the bottom here.
I'm not. We missed it.
Yeah. It's okay.
This time I would have cast light on your shell so we could see you go down.
Well, I wasn't going to do that.
I might have done it too.
He's just like, just not in his shell. He's just standing and you're like, and we are.
Okay. Slap a guidance on there. Slap a light. Off you go.
Oh, there you go. Indeed.
Alrighty.
So,
So,
fridge.
yeah.
They brought refreshments.
The stairs give way as you wind down into a totally dark hall with 6 extended pockets leading away from the main path. Each of these pockets has a doorway covered by a pair of stone hands that extend like this from the carvings on the walls. These carvings show 3 pairs of opposite-facing statues, each with a door in their chest covered by their crossed arms, their crossed hands, and that sort of extend away out of this carving as part of the wall. They're very large. You only really see the torso of them, and it covers like the whole room kind of space. It's torso and head. At the end of the hall is a sarcophagus standing upright. The masked face on its golden exterior is peering menacingly downward toward what's at the foot of it, which is a circular altar with a pool of water and a small island pedestal in the center floating in the water. Upon the pedestal sits a golden chalice encrusted with aquamarines and pearls.
Do I see any traps?
Go ahead and make a perception check. Deno says, that must be it, but watch your step. You never know what might be down here. And look at all this architecture.
Yeah. Tiff will start looking at the statues, seeing if she sees any traps.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception.
Perception is
Non-natural 20.
Okay.
14.
14. Neither of you know any traps. You, looking at the statues, and really both of you, notice that there are sort of 3 pairs of statues, and they depict a sort of listing pair. So the first one is a warrior wearing a headdress kind of crown adorned with hyena skulls across from a hyena-headed being with glowing golden eyes. The next is a priestess wearing ornate headdress with curls of gold that are done with gold and like obsidian to make it look like the bands of a tiger's tails curling around her. And across from her is a tiger-headed individual wearing a golden crown. The final sort of pairing is a statue of a crowned serpent-headed man. So like a man's body and then like a snake's head, with twice the golden jewelry as the statue before, all embedded and encrusted into the stone walls themselves. Real gold jewelry, but as part of the wall. Across from the statue is a statue crowned of a skeleton, crowned most ornately of all, with wrappings of gold foil paper extending into and out of the wall around its rictus grin.
How about that?
Do we want to go straight for the chalice? Do we want to try to get stuff off these statues? They don't look like they're trapped, or they... I don't know. This seems all freaky-deaky to me.
So you're not noticing any particular traps or anything with your rolls.
Yeah.
Deno's sort of like, again, all of my readings around the religion and belief system of the Empire of Dust exalted some serpents, and of course the dead, but nothing around these other individuals. And he gestures to the tiger and hyena. Iconography. Well, have at it. Do what I paid you for, or will be paying you for.
Tiff will start going towards the chalice, but she's looking around a little weirdly.
I'm gonna hang back because this seems sketch as hell.
If I see her walking away, can I quickly loop some rope around her waist?
Okay,
And
here's
hold on to it? just in case I need to...
Got it?
I'm waiting back otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay, so the two of you are hanging back. Willow and you get away. It's gonna change every time I say it.
Add an extra U every time.
Yeah. What are you up to?
I'm staring at the hyena statue
Okay.
and kind of doing like
Which one? The hyena?
the hyena like actual headed
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
And I'm just like looking at it. I'm making like mock hyena sounds like
Okay. Yeah, so just to clarify, these ones are sort of the like humanoid looking ones, and these are sort of like the more animalistic looking ones.
I'll poke that I'll poke that as well with my staff. Like,
Yeah, the statue seems to be made of stone, but you can see some gold. It's sort of progressively more richly adorned, but there is like gold inlaid into the walls and stuff like that. Strangely enough, it looks like seamless. You don't see the seam between the gold of the wall and the sort of yellowish, brown beige of the stone. But otherwise, yeah, bangs like normal stone.
sweet.
What's Willow doing?
She's looking back at a statue and trying to like place her hands kind of like how the statue has it, and to position it. And then she's gonna stand there and really squint her eyes really hard and just stand there.
Where is this marker?
Deno turns to you. We had a privy space out there. Like, if you need to go back, we'll wait for you.
No, I'm working on my disguise. And she's still like standing there.
Oh, right. I paid for these experts. Anyway, what you seeing over there, Tiff?
Yeah, Tiffany, Grandison. Call me anything. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Oh! Right. What are you seeing over there, Tiff?
What am I seeing over there?
Make a perception. Are you going all the way?
Yeah, she'll go all the way.
Send it.
All the way. That is a dirty 20.
Okay. You look pretty thoroughly, and you don't notice any obvious traps, depressions, pressure plates, tripwires, things like that. You've gone through a few experiences with some small dungeons and stuff. Deno made sure that your advertisement, called on those who had specific dungeon experience. And you haven't really seen such a thing. You haven't seen any of the obvious telltale signs. No holes in the wall in the walls for like poison darts to shoot out, anything like that. You're just seeing this very ornate and lovely altar with on it this water bowl, and then in the center of the bowl, like just floating, is a piece of some kind of stone, and on the stone is that lovely ornately crested chalice. And then behind you, just seeing the sarcophagus, and it's sort of staring down with its dead statue mask eyes on the out dent of the sarcophagus lid. It sort of gives you a sort of shiver, chill kind of to look at it, but otherwise it's just sort of like, yeah.
Yeah. She'll take, if she's close enough, take her short sword and sort of use it to knock the sort of chalice, sort of take it off the thing without like touching it.
Okay, so you're tapping against the chalice.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing with the short sword? So you draw it. And Dino's like, careful, don't do anything too drastic. It's very valuable. What are you gonna do?
Willa's gonna break her squint and be like, wait, don't touch it yet!
Okay.
I'm not touching
And then she's gonna carefully tiptoe over to her, being careful really to make sure she's not gonna trip anything. Like, hands up towards her chest, just like tiptoeing.
Okay. You walk carefully. You don't trip anything or trigger any weirdness.
And can I look closely at this little stand and see if there's anything, like any pressure plates or other items which might change if anything were to move off of that?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
18?
That's a good roll. You do not see anything of that sort. But you don't see any depressions or anything like that. But you you sort of notice and you're just like, oh yeah, that's right. You were a little taken by the moment. But you see some more writing up above the sarcophagus itself. It seems to be similar to that which was up top.
Would it be anything she recognizes?
What languages do you speak?
Common, Halfling, Elvish, Gnomish, and Thief's Cant.
Okay. Are you proficient in history?
I sure am not.
Okay, and you don't recognize it.
Does anyone speak that language? I don't. I know a lot of languages, but I don't know that one.
Oh, I bet that's the language of the ancient Emo-Thetans. It's kind of a variation on, Common and a few other languages, mostly Ignan and Terran from the whole... Well, we don't need to get into the whole history. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that's the language of the ancient Emo-Thetans. You recognized a little bit of it over there, but I'd prefer to stay back here, so why don't you go translate it for us?
Roll my eyes at him and very carefully also cross and make sure I'm not setting
how
anything
big is
off.
Vivian?
I'm 5 foot tall.
Okay, so you're not a halfling. Okay.
No. I'm a little taller than that.
Got it.
Just a little.
So
I was thinking
So
a
you're going
second
over?
lasso kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's the lasso double situation.
I'll kind of carefully make my way over. Ooh, sorry,
Make your way
Tiff.
right over, Tiff.
Actually, just and purposely run into her. Like, oh, I'm sorry,
Hey!
I see you there.
I know I'm short, but I'm not that short.
Go ahead and make a history check.
Oh, that's a big old 6.
Nice.
Big ol' 6.
6 times better than 1.
True.
That is accurate. You see the words drink, wellspring, and shade, but otherwise you don't notice anything else. You notice that the sarcophagus has amethysts in its eyes.
It says something about drinking and wellspring and a shade. Does that make any sense to you, Deno?
Well, I mean, it's the Chalice of Lifewater, so I imagine that And rumor has it that it was used in some kind of magical reservoir to conjure up some of the worst of the dry deaths, desiccation, magic, and plague. But in any case, if you lads would like to carry me over, perhaps I can take a closer look.
On the show, little man.
Oh, well, very kind. And he climbs on up your shell and
He is a halfling, yeah?
perches. Yeah, he's a halfling.
Second lasso.
Okay, got it. You're staying back?
Yes.
The two of you advance. You going in?
Yeah, I'll carry him.
I'm gonna as they approach, I'm gonna back up a bit to
Okay.
where Paul is, and then I wanted to look at one of these statues so they can do their thing.
Which statue did you want to look at?
The warrior. I wanted to, because you said there's a door.
Yes, each of them have a door.
I want. Is the door locked? Is there a doorknob? What
So
is?
they're covered entirely. You just see the outline of the door, but they're covered by like the crossed
Okay.
arms and hands of the
Okay.
things. You don't see a knob or anything like that. You just see the outline of what looks like a door and a slight depression in the wall.
Okay.
What? Okay. So you bring Deno over, and he says, "Oh yes, yes. I understand. You needed to bring in the expert in the language. Let's see. Yep, clearly shade. Yep, clearly wellspring. Let's see. What else have we got here? Yes. Drink the wellspring." He consults his journal. He's like sort of matching symbols to letters that he's kind of got in his little journal that he whips out. Drink the wellspring and dance in shade. Your blackened fate you have made. Oh, well, that's interesting. Closes the journal and tucks it away in his robe.
I'll hand him the chalice.
You just gonna go over and grab it?
And like just lift up. Here you go, little whiffle snapper.
Okay, so the chalice is small, like a drinking cup. The instant you touch it, your hand passes straight through it and it sort of dissolves into like a smoky sand.
My hand does?
No, the chalice does. And then immediately the whole floor just does the same thing, just gone.
Am I also?
Whole area's floor. The statues stay standing, but everything, and you guys just begin to plummet into darkness. You guys are falling, and then there's just a huge flood of sand coming in after you guys that is flooding the space. You guys are sort of tumbling and getting sand all over your mouths and ears and stuff. And you land, each of you...
Full TPK.
Each of you takes 11 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall. Deno at the last second gets his boots to like save him. But you guys.
Do I drag him down?
I'm sorry.
I have him roped. Does he get dragged down?
Like anchored. Just boom.
No, yeah, he would just be like boop. So he kills some of the momentum by moving upward, which was kind of his goal. But definitely, you still slam him against the.
It didn't cut any of my momentum.
No, not particularly, given the difference in your guys' sizes and weights.
Okay.
So, let me describe this next room, which is the same shape minus the outdents and statues. Funnily enough, because it's the whole floor. Okay. Sounds good. Well, do we want to take that as a chance to go take a quick break? We can take just a real short break, so don't go away. Those of you who are watching at home, thank you for being here with us. Starting your week off with a little bit of spooky tomb raiding. Yeah, we'll come back in just a few minutes after we've had
Back. So the party is dead because they dropped on a pit.
Yep.
Yeah, well, everyone did take damage, but we return back to the party plundering through this lost tomb area in search of what seemed like an all too easy find of the Chalice of Lifewater with Deno Drakson. Yet it was too easy, and the team fell down into this sort of magically dissolving sand floor area, falling down to this pit area. And from here, you land in this large hall piled high with sand and a sort of thick layer of blackish gray dust. You look above and see only blackness. Even those of you with dark vision can't see the upper areas, even though you didn't seem like you fell that far. Ahead is a short connecting hall, some 15 feet long, that leads to another chamber beyond. Within the hall, there are numerous glyphs and paintings that depict, again, unusual ceremonies. And standing across from one another, or rather basically blocking the hallway, is a series of tall golden ankhs, ivory and gold ankhs. If you guys don't know what that is, I don't know. Does everyone know what that is? Okay. Sort of that symbol that is almost like a cross, but with like a hood shape up the top, kind of blocking across, creating sort of like triple fence gate situation. And they seem to be blocking the space. Yeah, and that's what you see, at least from afar. And then there's some chamber beyond. So you see sort of the ankhs lying, or standing actually across this space, sort of as kind of like pillars blocking the area. That's why they want to stand them up.
They're blocking the area, but can we see, can we walk around them, or are they
They are blocking the area. Okay. You can see around them, but you can't move around them. Okay, we're just gonna do that. Okay.
Ankhs fall, everyone
How much
dies.
spaces between them?
About a foot.
Could
Is
I
everyone
squeeze through it?
You could attempt. You'd probably be you and the other halflings or small folk would be able to maybe do it, but
Not so much the tortoise.
not so much the turtle. No.
Is everyone within 60 feet of Paul at the moment?
Yes, definitely.
He'll mutter a quick word and heal everyone real quick. For
This is mass healing
5
word?
health. Yes.
Nice.
5.
Sweet.
Take the edge off.
3.
A little
Hey, Paul.
burst
thank
of sort
you.
of
Thank you, Paul. That was quite nice.
orangey silver light, kind of overcoming each of you and restoring some of your strength and vigor.
Oh, I haven't felt this young in approximately 5 minutes.
So in the room that we're laying in is filled with sand, but are there any markings on the walls, anything noticeable in that space?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Tiff would like to. You said there was the sand, but also some weird gray powder.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, black dust.
Tiff would like to take a look at that, sort of sift through it, see if she can find anything out about it.
Okay, go ahead and make a medicine check.
Medicine.
12.
12. You notice most of the carvings and stuff appear on the hallway that this is sort of... So the ankhs are halfway through, so that's why I have them sort of like this. So you notice some writing kind of on the floor here and on the walls, and then you see in addition to that, there's sort of some more symbology on the walls as well.
Gonna kind of wade my way through the sand over to that area. Not step into the hall, but once.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
Do you
read.
want to look at the walls or the writing on the floor?
I want to look at the writing, but you can go ahead and do Tiff's check first, if you would like.
Okay.
18.
18. You're not really sure what this is. You haven't come across it before, but it's kind of sticky for some reason, and flaking away as well.
And she'll take out a vial and she'll collect some of it.
Okay.
Gotta get that back. Gotta see what it is. Ooh, could it be dries?
Strange blackish gray dust.
Ooh, could this be derived into something?
Wow, big Rasputin moment. Just look it.
Tempting. Doesn't quite know enough. She's not gonna lick that, but she is gonna be. Well, I guess when for the long haul, she's gonna take. She has some powder in her bag. She's gonna snort it.
Okay. Yeah, it's sort of a bluish gray kind of thing, and kind of just looks over and as long as you do your job.
I mean,
I don't want to know. I didn't ask.
it's
I
much
didn't-
better than coffee. It's much better than coffee.
Didn't ask.
Does it also start with a C?
What did you see?
Not in this world.
I want to read the Is it the same writing that was upstairs?
So the writing on the floor is done in a very shaky and desperate hand.
Oh,
Cool.
It is written in common,
okay.
and it reads, "The parching whispers cannot fill the cups. I drown without fluid."
Where's Cat when you need her?
I'm sorry. The parching whispers fill the cups.
Cannot fill the cups.
Cannot fill the cups.
These are like done in separate sentences. Like
Okay.
The parching whispers, and then like a little bit like to the side or something is cannot fill the cups, and then another spot at the very last with like a really trailing off end. I drown without fluid.
How about that?
Doesn't bode well.
The sort of depictions on the sides show what look like people having decomposing or becoming more husk-like until they're sort of like skeletal with skin just stretched over their bones.
That's me.
Deno, do you want to take a look at this?
Oh, that looks like Dr. Koza's handwriting.
Oh,
Well, it doesn't sound too good, but I'm glad we have you here with me.
okay.
Willow's gonna reach down for her water skin and be like, anybody else? A little parched, and she's gonna drink some of her water.
Yeah, my Triton self is like, oh, I don't like this.
Right, so you guys reach for that, and you start pouring, and no water in the water skins.
Does anybody else have water? My water's all gone.
Tiff will go for hers and try to drink.
Also, no water in yours.
According to my studies, Tiff is made of approximately 80% water for desperate.
I will stab you if you try that.
You can't.
If we get
Wanna bet?
extraordinarily desperate, I might be able to summon us some water, but I don't want to do it in the event that it
The
doesn't
place
work.
where we should have had water.
Yeah.
Mine was full. I hadn't even drank any yet. Gosh dang
Yeah,
it.
well, mine had the same problem. I'm not sure what happened.
Does anyone have maybe some booze or something like that? Is it all liquid? Is it just water? This is fascinating. What could evaporate the water that quickly? Was it the sand? Was it the sand? Was it the sand?
Yes.
But does anyone have booze? I normally partake in other things.
Tiff. We get you have issues. This is not the place for
No,
that.
I'm saying is it all liquid? You know, anyone have any bottles of poisons or booze or blood?
My healing potion, and is it
Healing
still
potion's still intact.
okay?
Oh, well, maybe it's magical.
Nope.
Can I start walking around the room looking for any like secret doors or
Sure.
compartments?
Go ahead and make. You want looking for secret doors and compartments. Go ahead and make an investigation or perception check, whichever's better for you.
Can I help with the, can I do the same?
Sure. Yeah, we'll call it. Yeah. What did you make?
17.
What did you make though? What kind of roll are you using? Investigation or
Perception.
perception? Okay. What's your perception there?
That one.
Okay. You're not noticing anything in this room, in the big room that you guys fell into with all the sand. You're noticing like a semi-greenish glow coming from the room beyond the hallway with the onks. And that's about it.
The greenish glow is here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of refracting and reflecting off of some kind of surfaces there.
I'm gonna like walk up with my head between the two onyx and be like, ooh, pretty colors.
I'll do the same. It's like a little tiny turtle head, just like poking through like a long turtle
Okay,
neck.
so you guys get up to them, and the dust
I'm
on the
about
floor
to
kind of
your waist.
swirls together
Oh, look at
and
us
creates
go.
like this sort of dusty skull outline.
Around us or in front of us?
No, in front of you.
Oh.
Then another one. It sort of fills inside, and turns to a visage of a crowned tiger, and then another crowned hyena, and the skeleton. All three of them open their mouths and speak in sort of wash of multi-layered languages that kind of convey the information. You sort of get renewed our empire with life water and shadow and faith. Welcome to your grave where water is a deadly wraith. And they kind of explode in this dust that gets all over you. But yeah, and then after that, the onks
Yeah, that was easy.
recede into the floor
Oh.
and blocking the way.
Look at those guys.
Maybe just sees that. Oh, I'm gonna check to see if there are any traps there, because that looked suspicious, very suspicious. She'll sort of go over, scan sort of that hall for traps.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception, nat 20.
Very nice.
Ooh.
You're quite certain that there doesn't appear to be any other traps or anything like that. What's interesting is that there were there's some kind of mechanism, because it looks like there are blocks that slid back into place over the tops of the onks after they receded into the floor. And you're noticing a definite greenish glow coming from the room beyond.
There's a greenish glow. There's a greenish glow. There's no traps here. I'm very, very certain of it. Very, very certain of it. Shall we go?
Okay, I'll start walking in.
Tiffle.
I'll follow.
Okay, so we got
I'll stop kind of at
you
the
two
end of the hallway.
at the start cusp here. Then we've got Vivian.
Vivian.
Okay,
I'll go next to Vivian.
right. Uruguay. And then Priest Boy Ball, you going in the rear?
I know, it's the only option left, yeah.
Okay. Dino is kind of just like, oh yeah, take care of it. So inside the hall, you see 3 statues, kind of covering the space a little bit here. So we're gonna go ahead and place those as such. 1, 2, and 3.
Strike.
That was
There's a spare.
Yeah. If the third one falls, they get missed.
Is technically a double, because...
There's only
Wow,
one.
all the bowling terms.
Only
Okay,
one
guys.
left. Only one left. That's a spare.
Not necessarily. There's spares if you knock all them. Just in 2 different roles.
Hey,
I was
your
on
bowl.
I was on bowling team for years.
I've thrown
Worked at a
a
bowling
ball
alley.
at pins before.
I've also done that. Not always very that successfully.
Nice overhand, shot put kind of thing.
Okay. Beyond the onks is a room, 15 by 20 feet, with no discernible exit. 3 pillars depicting the same twin statue pairs carved into them as the false floor room, with the sort of animal head and then animal crowned, more humanoid looking. They all have sort of black and golden eyes, with the foremost pillar, the one with the pair of the crowned serpent man and the crowned skeleton king. An eerie greenish light pulses strangely through this room. For each of its corners in each of its corners, there is a glass cylinder with a strange, mildly luminous fluid filling it. Swimming in the fluids are various humanoid organs. Lungs, kidneys, livers, stomachs, and a lone brain in the southeastern corner of the room. That's in this one. Bones, scoured clean of sinew and dry-looking, are scattered all over the floor, with gray dust coating them. As you enter the space, a voice seems to emit from the brain's cylinder. You wish to come and plunder, just like me. Stay a while your skin is rent asunder. Truth you will see. Pure folly is your wild endeavor. You wish to stay, you stay forever. And Dino's like, oh, that's Dr. Kozer's voice. Where is he? Kind of trying to poke around.
Oh, honey.
And the brain sort of presses up against the jar, and as it's talking, the bones begin to animate and pick up cruel, sort of glowing hooks and barbs of a kind. We're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
Woo!
Cool.
Okay, not rolling that dice.
The brain emits a sort of screeching sound that grates on the ears.
Whoa. Okay.
Negative initiative. Not awesome.
Alrighty. Combat! Let's do it!
Well, I mean, mine's not negative.
How do you get a negative initiative with point buy? How do you get negative dex with point buy?
Because he
You just don't
made
put
choices.
You don't put any in it.
You put into bigger stats.
But isn't it oh, it does all start at 8. That's right.
Yeah, they all started.
Okay, I'm like, wait, how do you do that?
I took more points from it. I wanted bigger stats, so I took them away. Absorb it. I have a 4 deck.
Okay, and alright. Let's get 25 to 20. Okay, 20 to 15. Okay, 15 to 10.
10! Oh, no.
12?
Okay, so
First a 12.
Priest Boy Paul.
Priest Boy Paul at a 12.
Tiff at a 10.
Tiff at a 10. Good old Tiff 10.
Tiff 10.
Alright. 10 to 5.
7.
Okay, Viv with a 7. Vivian with a 7.
This is what it feels like.
I know, right?
It's not sub 5 yet.
5 to 0. All right, so
I wanted that 0.
And I rolled the 2.
Willow with a
Wanted that
3,
0.
and we've got boy. 4 U's on my sheet there at 1. So Skelemans are first, and immediately clackering their bones together, they move forward and begin to press in. Only 2 of them can really get into combat, though.
That's good.
And the brain is like swishing and swirling madly. They're like slashing with their hooked barb kind of implements at each of you. So we'll go ahead and start with 1 at Tiff. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
That hits uncanny dodge. So
Okay,
I'll
she's
take.
going to take half damage. Go ahead and make a con saving throw for me, please.
So she's a rogue.
I'm a rogue. That's a 10.
10. Okay. So you take 6 piercing damage, which gets reduced to 3. You also begin to feel as the hook goes into you and then gets pulled out, like you feel just like some liquids swashing in you where they shouldn't be.
Oh, that's good.
Ow.
And then you see it just like gushing blood.
Oh.
That's good.
You're not actually incapacitated. I don't have a gushing blood counter, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then the same thing on Miss Willow there.
Oh no.
That's you.
18 to hit.
Yeah.
3 points, and then go ahead and make a con saving throw for me as well. 3 points of damage.
Pass it. Do it.
Get girl. You got it, I think.
17.
17 passes. So this time it sort of digs in, but you sort of pull away before it can do any further damage. And that's it for their turn. So next up is the other ones are sort of readying their hooked implements at the ready whenever you guys come by. Priest Boy Paul, you're up with Tiff to follow.
Is there any way for me to get in combat with them? Or am I like too
No.
many people, too many others?
Too many people. Any range attacks you make are going to be at disadvantage because there's so many people to shoot through and over, who aren't just halflings or just small size. So, but you do see and you do hear them like cry out in pain.
I can't even get. Can I get into touch range?
You cannot.
Okay.
You have nowhere to stand between them, and you don't have enough movement because it's difficult trying to move through buddies. And you gotta like.
Well, then I will just.
You ready in action? or
Rumble in the back and do healing word on our little chatterbox.
Okay. At first level.
Yeah.
Okay. Go and roll.
Is that a D4?
4.
You'll get there.
That's with my thing. That's 6 health back.
6 health. Okay.
6.
And I will take
As
the
that goes
dodge
in-
action.
Take the dodge action. Okay. As that goes in, you feel the internal wound closing.
Nice.
So no longer receiving problems there. Okay. But you're taking the dodge action otherwise. Got it. After that, Tiff, you're up.
Okay. Well, let's see. Would this one be within 5 feet of Willow?
Yeah, we'll say yes.
Okay. Then she will go in for a short sword attack.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, that landed weird. That landed weirder. Yeah, that is 12.
12 just hits. Go roll damage.
Woo!
You do get your sneak attacks. Your got a friend within 5 feet.
Snack it. 11, 12, 14, 17.
17. All right. So you sort of whoosh, and pull away, and a whole bunch of the bones crumble out. It's still standing, but it's sort of wobbling and kind of halfway put together. It looks like took a serious walloping there.
And then halflings can move through the space of any creature one size larger than them, so she'd like to bonus action disengage and end up here, if that's possible.
Yeah. So you're gonna go over here.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it gets me out of the way.
Yep. It's not an attack of opportunity, but the one was holding its action, so it's going to make a swipe for whenever you came close.
Okay.
14 to hit.
Yes, that hits. Would I have gotten my reaction back at the start of my turn?
You can't use your reaction on your turn, I don't think.
Okay.
Or at least, we'll just say, I don't think so.
Okay.
Go ahead and make another con save for me. You take 3 points of slashing damage.
Points of
3
slashing.
piercing damage.
Ooh, I cannot roll con. That is a 4.
Okay, you're bleeding again.
Ah! Bleeding again! Bleeding again!
I'm using my would it count as a reaction if I were to say something very short?
No.
Okay, I was
Maybe
saying.
you're up next.
Should we leave her?
Not until I get the chalice! Willow, you're up. Sorry, Vivian, you're up. Willow on deck.
Hell,
You know, rough as I'm lawful goods, you know it's bad.
so we can save our. They're not in melee with me, correct?
No.
Okay, so I can Eldritch Blast them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can in close combat, you just have disadvantage.
Right.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that first one that has
Go for
been
it.
damaged.
Back roll. That isn't damaged, or is?
That is damaged.
Okay.
That's a 10.
10 does not hit. It sort of glances off and otherwise
Okay.
doesn't do it.
Second one, because I'm level 5, that's a 17 plus 7, so yeah. I
24
guess
hits. Go and roll damage.
And then I'm gonna, while I'm firing it, I'm going to touch the bottle that's holstered at my hip, which is my genie vessel, and add some thunder damage to it. So that is 7 plus the 3 thunder damage plus 4 because I took that invocation. So that's 14.
14 points of damage.
3 of that is
So a thunderous detonation of eldritchy, watery energy just lances out and
it's like a water spout that like comes out of my hand and like punches in the
Yeah.
face. And then I'm gonna
dead. Scatters the bones. Down it goes. All right.
move back.
All right, Willow, you're up with Uguay.
Gotta
Possibly
keep
fall.
adding U's on there. Yeah.
Okay, how are they looking?
We're at 5. They're all unhurt as far as you can tell. So now she finished off the one that got stabbed before.
You know, I didn't like the start of everything, so I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot my lightning bolt through all 3 of these guys in front of me.
Okay, got it.
Very nice.
Dexterity saving throws, right? What's the DC?
14.
All right. I got a natural 20 on one. I got a 15 on another, and then a natural 1. So one fail, 2 pass.
Okay.
So we'll say that the guy who failed is the one in front. The other 2 passed. So half damage for them.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll 8d6. You need some extra d6.
I need 4d6.
There we go.
The same. Okay, good.
You need 8 total.
Okay.
Okay,
Got it.
I've got more.
There's only 6 you got there.
Yep. There you
I've
go.
got more.
Okay. 24.
24 points of damage. All right, that front guy goes down. The other 2 are looking very singed. Your lightning bolt kind of comes in a riot of like rainbowy colors as it shoots through. And then, do you have to do it every time you roll a spell? I don't think that's right.
Whenever I cast a spell.
Whenever you cast a spell?
Yeah.
Okay, go and roll a d20 for me. Okay. So while some energy sort of halos around, halos around you for a second, the spell goes through and no more bone guy in front of you. Anything you'd like to do for movement or anything else?
I'm gonna squeeze back through all these guys to the very back.
Okay. Up there. All right. Before you, on initiative count 2, the brain gets to go.
The literal brain in a jar is more dexterous than me.
That is accurate.
You're a big old turtle guy.
And it is going to go ahead and cast. Let's see.
Ripped
It's
it.
wisdom.
Brain killer.
Yeah. Okay. It's going to focus on you there, Tiff, and cast hold person. So go ahead and do a
Rip.
It's in my mind.
wisdom saving throw.
That is a 5.
5. All right, you're paralyzed as your brain just feels overwhelmed with sort of a psychic presence flooding and flushing over you.
As she's getting her, I must have gotten a bad batch.
Possibly. All right. So that's its turn. Then it is Uguay's turn.
I see. I shall strut up to the closest Skeletor to me.
Oh, he's strutting. All right.
The
turtle
his
strut.
initiative was
making
so
like
low.
I'm making like old man noise every time. And and once I get to him,
The vocal walker.
and then all of a sudden, like, the old man voice going, "From the power of the gods within me, I shall smite you." And I'll use Thunderous Smite on the skeleton right in front
Okay,
of me.
so if you land your attack, it'll do it. Go
Yeah.
ahead and make your attack roll. Otherwise, it just holds to the next one.
Yep. Probably don't. Oh man, I'm smart. That is 12.
12 just hits.
Oh, let's go.
Go and roll damage, and then go ahead. What's the test I have to make for Thunderous Smite?
Strength.
Strength test, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's going to be a 14.
That is a DC. Okay, so well, it's okay. Oh Jesus. That's gonna be 15 damage.
Okay. Does it matter if I passed for as far as like the damage goes? Does it do half damage?
No,
for...
that's just for being pushed back.
Okay. So what was 15 damage total?
15 damage total. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that guy goes down in a crack of thunder. Down he goes.
And I'm gonna go up, and I still have a little bit of movement left, so I'll walk up to the next skeleton, and I still have another attack action.
Yeah.
So I'll hit him.
Extra attack, 5th level. Go for it. Attack roll.
That does not hit.
What'd you get?
Lower than the last one. 8.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Parried
then
aside by the hooked barb.
I'll use my bonus action and go into my shell. Away I go.
It's an action to activate.
Is
It's a
it?
bonus action to undo it.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Alright.
it'd be ridiculous.
Really good.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's also a bonus action to cast the spell that you cast. So.
Smite.
Yeah, you're right.
But no worries.
Well, no, Smite's a bonus action.
Yeah,
yeah.
No worries.
I see.
Anyway, no problem. Top of the round, it's the Skeleton Man, and then Priest Boy Paul to follow. So Skeleton Man is going to turn to paralyzed you
That's up, yeah.
and go
Yeah.
straight up and do attack with advantage.
And I have the. I'll impose the 5, like -5 for the like aiding fighting style.
I don't think it's -5.
Or not
It's
-5.
disadvantage within 5 feet, so that means it's just a straight roll.
That's what I meant to say.
Okay. In that case, it is going to be a 9 to hit, which
Yep.
amazingly does not hit a paralyzed target. So you sort of get your shield and shell kind of in the way, and kind of getting all pushed away, messed up. But otherwise, it sort of clatters at you angrily, but does nothing. All right, Priest Boy Paul, you're up with Tiff to follow.
Okay. Do I have enough room to close in on the skeleton?
Let's see, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, we'll say you can get here.
Okay. Actually, am I in range of... I can't tell from back here.
You're not in range of the brain in the
Brain.
jar.
Okay.
You're not in range.
Ow.
That was a hard hit.
So, what appears to be a running theme here, I'll cast Healing Word as a bonus action on Tiff.
Okay, go for it.
She gets a whopping 4 health back.
Yeah, they're back to full.
Okay, and the bleeding stops. I'm not going to remove marker just yet, but
Expect me to hit again. And then I'm going to use my action to take a swing.
go for it. Attack roll.
Oh, actually, can I swap weapons? Right now I
That's
would
fine.
have a shield and
That's
a
fine.
mace. Now it's a two-handed
Swap the
axe.
big two-handed axe. Go for it. Go, Paul B.
That is 12.
12 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. No, that's a D12.
D12 for great axe.
Great axes are fun. Feel the
Well, I'm
power.
going to be using my Savage Attacker on that one.
Okay.
That's not a lot better, but better. That's 6 damage.
6 points of damage. All right, it is still standing, but
I rolled a 1 and a 3.
you kind of slosh off like the jaw and front part of its bones, and they start to like spill out and stuff. Its ribs are all like, but it's still standing. Skeletons are tough like that. All right, Tiff, you are paralyzed, but end of turn you can go ahead and try and test out of it. So wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. That's an 11.
11. Still paralyzed.
Oh.
Indeed. All right, that's it for Tiff. Vivian with Willow.
Are her eyes just like rapidly darting back and forth like the whole
Yeah.
Okay. How tall is Uguay?
About 5 foot. About 5 foot. Okay.
Can I see the skeleton over him or
I'd say that's about that's a disadvantage given the distance, and you guys are both the same height.
right?
It's like you can tell I used to be taller, but similar to Priest Boy Paul. I'm older.
Okay,
Inside
I'm
check.
trying to just figure out what I can do here.
You can move
Yeah,
to
I
get a better
I
shot.
could move.
You move somewhere like this.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. And I will shoot, and I'll grab my bottle and shoot another Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay, go for it. Attack roll.
That's a 9 plus 7, so what is that? It's
16, that hits.
Okay, and then I'll roll the right dice this time. So I rolled a
Nice.
1. So 5. That's 5 plus 3, so 8.
You rolled a 1 and did 8 damage?
I
Is that what
don't-
you just told me?
And 3 of that is and 3 of that is thunder damage.
Okay, well that's enough to kill that one.
Okay.
Love that.
Down it goes.
And then I have my second Eldritch Blast.
It's like a tiny little spurt of water
Yeah,
and then boom, thunder.
It's great. Can I see Mr. Brain Bottle?
I'd say the pillar and everything else is probably preventing that.
Right, okay. That's kind of scooch back. And that's it for me.
All right, Willow, you're up with the brain and way.
If I stand here, can I see the brain?
You can
I'm gonna use all my movement to get right here.
do it.
And
Ducking
then
around the pillar.
I'm going to cast
What are you gonna cast?
Chaos Bolt.
Chaos Bolt. All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
I sense some metal.
Okay, that is a
Enough to
23.
23 hits. Yeah.
Enough to hit a brain in a jar.
Go ahead and
Okay,
roll
so
roll your d8s there.
Your dates.
I'm assuming you do this
So-
at first level.
yes.
2 links, let's go.
Okay, that is going to be fire damage of 10.
10 points of fire damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the swirling different colors of rainbow magic that is Willow's magic kind of coalesces at the last second to red and orange, and fire crashes into the jar. Sort of, the brain, like, shivers for a second, and the fluid kind of bubbles a little bit and steams, but otherwise, still standing. Go and roll your d20 for me.
That brain is still standing.
Okay.
All right, now it's the brain's turn. It like splats up against the thing, and it's this like blast against each of you. All of you in the room have to make an intelligence saving throw.
Including
You're
me.
good.
Nice.
I'm good? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
I mean, I can. If
Yeah. You should take it too.
Okay, and you said it's in.
It's yeah.
Best
Oh,
roll.
that's
All right, Willow, how'd you do?
13.
13. Okay, that's a fail.
18.
That's a pass.
Also 18.
Pass.
20 total.
Pass.
8.
Fail. Okay. Those who failed are stunned. And you're gonna take full damage. The rest of you take half. So let me get my d8s here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've got. So it's gonna be 21 points of psychic damage, halved to 10 if you pass.
That's a flick on the noggin right there.
That is a flick in the noggin,
Would it be too late to use my Tides of Chaos?
which is
Reroll saving throw.
you would have had to do that when
Yeah.
you said when I
I
said.
don't know how soon you want us to. Yeah. Got
If
it.
that's the case, you can just elect to do it. Does it say you can do it after you fail?
You just get advantage on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Yeah, so you'd
But I
probably
use once
nominate
per
that
day.
beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't
Sounds
have that. So the two of you are stunned. Not banished. Again, I gotta sort of resort my things here. But yeah, you two are stunned as the psychic wave just washes over, and you're just so disoriented and unable to do too much there. All right, but Oogway is not stunned, so it's your turn.
Is there any way I can get to him right now?
You can probably sneak past Priest Boy Paul.
Alright, I'll sneak past pre-football.
Okay.
Cool. I'm just gonna swing at him. Really.
Okay, attack roll. Go for it.
Oh, that'll do. That's a 24.
Oh yeah, that'll do. Go and roll damage.
That'll do. That's gonna be 9.
9 points of damage. All right. Cut into it, and you see sort of the glass, and some of the liquid starts spewing out.
I'll swing again.
Okay.
Oh, 25.
Oh yeah, go and roll damage.
Oh, 4.
All right, another 4 points.
The
Still standing.
brain need to make a concentration check.
It does. 2 of them, in fact.
There's
You with your big brain.
I'm a
Pass and pass.
hero. I am a hero.
All right, that's it for your turn. So top of the round.
Can I use
Nope.
my vocal action?
Yeah.
How exactly did you come to be just a brain?
Stick around, you'll find out.
Alrighty then.
Priest by Paul, you're up. No skeletons.
Boy,
Tiff to follow.
Praise
Can I get into range of it?
Yeah, I'd say that pretty well crowds it out.
No.
Pretty well crowds it out though between
Turtle over.
the two of you.
All right, time to start swinging.
Go for it.
What is that? 9. So 15 total to hit.
The hits passes its chest.
I haven't even rolled damage yet. You don't know.
It's based on whether or not you. I guess if you did a massive amount of damage.
True.
I have savage attack. Actually, I should have rolled 2 at a time.
Look at you learning to roll 2 at a time.
That's better.
What's that? It's 5, 6. So that'll be 9 damage for that one.
Okay. 9.
Use my
Still
bonus action to do my War Priest thing and attack it again.
All right. War Priest bonus action attack. Go for it.
Yep.
Yeah. Now it's like spider webbing the glass.
As it turns out, I'm also going to use Guided Strike.
Okay. To get plus 10.
Yes.
This is-
So that'll be 18 to hit.
That hits.
And then
Roll damage.
Actually, I can only do that once per attack. That will be... Actually, it's hard to tell. That is. Okay, cool. That'll be 13 damage.
13. Ouch. I already rolled it. Failed its concentration check, so you're no longer paralyzed.
Woo!
But yeah, and at this point, like you, it sort of like break through a good portion of the glass. It's still floating, and like liquid is like kind of suspended in the air. And as you like swing, it just like against the back, it kind of splats against it, but still standing and like swirling around and stuff.
I move back out of the way.
Okay.
I'd be a little upset if it had an attack of opportunity as a brain.
Yeah. Okay. That's it for your turn. So Tiff, you're up.
Tiff, I am up. And she'll sort of scooch in. Can she get a clear... Ooh.
Now she can.
Now she can. Can she get a clear short bow shot in?
Sure.
Then she will try to hit with the short bow. Ooh.
You don't.
That doesn't hit.
There it is. Found
Oh,
it.
look at that, I'm at 20.
Yeah.
That is 15.
15 hits. Roll damage.
Okay, and this will be sneak attack because
Yeah. Got a friend within 5 feet. Go for
we're
it.
within 5 feet. 11, 14, 16, 19 points of piercing damage.
All right, that'll be lethal. So
Woo!
as you like as the brain is now exposed, you just and the arrow just goes splits it down the 2 hemispheres and sloppy awful mess slops to the floor. All right, that's it for combat. What's everyone doing?
Tiff is gonna run up to the brain and she'll like start carving part of it off to put in one of her vials.
Okay, how Balthieric of you. So go ahead and make a medicine check to see how well you retrieve the brain parts.
That's an 18.
You retrieve the hippocampus.
Okay. Ooh, I wonder.
I'm gonna look at the statues.
Statues? Okay. Go ahead and make a investigation check.
Can she also loot the skeletons?
Let's give everyone a chance. Everyone else a
Okay.
chance.
Yeah.
10.
10. Like I mentioned, they're sort of that double statue depiction. They have sort of onyx and gold in their eyes, but otherwise, you don't notice anything aside from the fact that they depict very tall, big individuals. You do notice actually that there are some smaller individuals sort of seem to worship and like bow down or pray to these individuals. You notice that some of them seem to be skeletal, some of them seem to be robed, and some of them seem to be adorned in like skins and furs and pelts of hyenas. Some are hyena-headed people. Same thing with tigers.
And they're like small,
around
right?
compared to the big statues, they're really small, kind of carved in the bottoms of them. And then you also see some serpent-headed people as well around the serpent statue. Willow and Vivian, you guys are stunned during this moment, but otherwise it like fades. So kind of miss the immediate like coming to situation. Dino's like, "Oh, is it over? Do you see a chalice in there? Is there a chalice? Where's my chalice?"
Yeah, it's right over here.
Oh, good, very good. Bring it over here.
No, you can go get it.
Go on, I want you to retrieve it. Go, get it. Bring it here. What am I paying you for?
I think it truly is a job for 2. And everyone else seems quite preoccupied.
Okay, well, I'll come
I'll
in.
roll a persuasion check if I need to. I did choose to be a proficient in persuasion for a reason.
Yeah, go ahead and try and do the persuasion.
Sick.
He's like approaching slowly.
That sounds about right.
15, ain't that bad.
He kind of comes over. Are you having me on? There's no chalice here.
Gotcha!
Well, yes, you're very funny, but I'd really like to find what I'm looking for here. Okay. And what happened to Dr. Kozo? I'm really so curious of what happened. Anyway, what are the rest of you up to? Do you see a way out?
I'm gonna kind of and then come in and
Like wipe some blood from your nose.
yeah,
and ears.
like and then come in and start, I guess, going around the perimeter looking for doors.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Willow's
rolling
like,
terribly.
Willow's like,
9.
Weighted dice. Nicholas is pranking us.
You don't find any.
Willow's about barely awake and just kind of like sat against the rock pillar and started to just like close her eyes.
Okay. You're gonna take a short rest.
Yep.
Okay. So you're advocating for waiting an
I'm
hour.
going to like come around, see Willow doing that, and just plop down next to her.
Okay.
Just like, yeah.
I like look over and be like,
feel like
What are you really yelling for? We gotta find a way out. Don't you realize we're trapped down here? Don't you
I'm
want to
gonna
get home?
take some of the blood from my nose and flick it at him.
Stop that.
I flick some of my own at her too.
It was Deno Drakson, was it?
Deno Drakson, as it were. Thank you very much.
Well, you see here, Dino, there were some Skeletor people and some Squishy Mishy trying to attack us. And I think it might be...
Squishy Mishy, that's one for the journal.
Yes, absolutely. And I do think it is the time for us to take a seat for a moment.
All right, for the old timers, we'll take a siesta or whatever. Go take a few and do that. I'll poke around a little bit more, but I'll wait for you to do any. Well, I'll just wait for you.
Well, while this is happening, and like while no one's looking, I'm gonna touch my bottle, and then I'm just not there.
Okay.
And there is just a little green glass bottle sitting on the ground where I was.
Oh, very impressive. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like it.
Can I like
Hold me back.
grab the bottle?
You can pick it up. Yeah, nothing happens to you.
No.
All right, so I'm here in a short
Next best
rest.
thing to it,
Yes.
yeah.
Go ahead and elect to do whatever, however many hit dice you want to use. Go ahead and use those now. But yeah.
And then, I think we should the skeletons when we're done. But I'm very tired, very tired.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check after that.
Do you need like a Lester restoration? Does that work on hangovers?
I literally rolled.
30.
I
Okay. And
rolled more than I can
investigation.
have.
That's
Go.
a 10.
10. For loot, you notice no valuables on the skeletons whatsoever. Just those like odd hooked blades that they were using. So no treasure otherwise. The room has a few extra numerous like jars of what look like preserving fluids. So you probably would be interested in those.
Ooh, she'll pocket those, and she'll also grab like a rib bone or something from one of the skeletons.
Okay.
Oh, I get proud of this.
So if it won't break the short rest thing, Paul would look at the other 3 jars, look back at where the brain was, and just break them.
Okay. You break them open. I mean, squelchy liver and lungs and
He will nod at a
Parts.
job well done and sit back down.
Okay. Just floor is kind of damp in strange fluids and
When he
blood.
sits next to me, I'll also give him a little fist bump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the short rest, Tiffany will grab some more of the powder out of her bag and I'm ready to go.
After
Like,
Right.
blood coming out of her nose at this point?
at the end of the short rest, I'll pop out of my bottle, and she's like, "Oh, silence, it's so nice."
There's like blue wisps coming out of Tiff's ears, but otherwise,
Are you ready to go? I'm ready to go. I'm so ready to go.
Paul will look pleadingly at Viv. We won't say anything, we'll just look.
Room for one. Sorry, friend.
right. Well, perhaps we ought to look for any kind of way out of these areas.
Did anyone look for doors? I thought I saw you looking for doors. Did you find doors? Was there a door? What? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I looked for doors, but I was bleeding profusely. Maybe you should check again.
I'll look for doors. I'll go and she'll jar all around
How
looking
small
for
are you
doors.
again?
Go make an investigation
3 feet.
check.
3 feet. Nicholas, can I pick her up?
I'm looking for doors.
You have to catch her. Well,
22 for investigation.
22. You find a secret door that is behind the jar that the brain was in.
Oh, the brain door. Oh, I should check for traps. I'll check for traps. What do you think about traps? Could there be traps? Do you think it's locked?
Why don't you check?
I will check for traps.
can Paul look for
Deno's
traps too?
Yeah, go ahead. And, both of you can roll investigation, please.
Investigation. That will be an 18 for Tiffany.
Nat 20.
All right.
19.
Both of you.
I rolled a 10 and got 18.
Both
When
of
I said
you.
look, I was hoping for perception, but
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Both of you are quite convinced that it is untrapped and also unlocked.
Oh, it's untrapped and unlocked. It's weird that it's unlocked, right? I would have locked the things in my tomb, but I don't know. Yeah, I feel great. Let's go. Let's move.
Yeah, that is a little unusual. Oh well, pressing on.
Yeah. Chuffle, open the door.
Okay.
She's very visibly shaking a bit more now.
Back it up. All right.
This is exciting. I'm having a great day. Are you guys having a great day? I'm having a wonderful day.
Have you ever slept an hour in your life?
Well, I used to, but then, I inherited the apothecary, and, who has time for sleep when you run an apothecary? The accounting alone, oh dear lord, let alone the other secret,
She's near me, right?
not
Yes.
so legal
I'm gonna
side to
cover
the
her mouth.
apothecary.
I can tell you this: you're not stealthing. That's for sure. As you open through this space, which is a narrow, sort of L-shaped passageway that seems to expand into another room.
She is continuing to talk.
Just cast a grapple smite on her, make her afraid of me so she can run away.
No. I could try and grapple her and cast silence on myself.
Yeah, I do that.
All right. So the two of you have are in marching order. There. Is there anyone else behind? Got.
I'll be in the middle.
Okay.
I'll hang out in the middle with my halfling friend.
Okay. That leaves Uguay in the back there.
Sure.
Okay with that? So you heading forward, or anything you gonna do as you're chattering away? You're in front here.
She'll be looking around the hall, just
Okay,
see if there's
perception
any
check.
trap.
Like holding you to his chest with like this, just and like
Oh,
carrying you.
That is a 21 for perception.
21.
She works best when she's talking.
Yeah, you don't notice. Sorry. I was distracted. You do.
By what, Nicholas? By what?
All the traps that we're not seeing.
Yeah. You don't notice anything in the space. You feel pretty confident. You notice that it just expands right into another room.
Huh?
There's more of that dust everywhere, but otherwise.
Has anyone seen the movie Hoodwinked?
A
No?
long time ago.
long.
She reminds me of the little chipmunk once they give her coffee.
Oh, was that like the suburbia one?
No.
It's over the head.
I'll tell you when you're older. Alright, onward.
Okay.
We'll continue on by the sound of it.
Got it. You guys go around the corner. No traps
Don't worry,
triggering.
she'll say something if she doesn't want you to.
I'm just going, there's a beholder and a terrace. We definitely don't want to go down there. That's what she's.
I could tank a Tarrasque.
Just retreat
I
into
think we
your
would just
shell.
step on you at that point. Like,
Play football with them, just like kick him around.
Sick. I'd be down with that.
I haven't seen that thing in a while.
Have a flashback.
Hey, is
that okay.
Lazarus tied in?
So you
That's his urn. Yeah.
Oh, and I got a
Lazarus is the boss of this. A 10th level.
That would be rough.
That would be very
You
rough.
would mess us up.
Alrighty. So, entering this space, you come to a sort of L-shaped chamber. Along the one space is a big, vat or urn. A very large one. Seems to be made of some kind of blackish material. And inside you can see just like a pile of semi-swirling black dust, similar to that which has been kind of coating everywhere. Blackish gray and sand mixed in. You see a stone door there, standing at the one end of the other side. There, extending southerly from the wall. And then in the middle is another sarcophagus. This one, it doesn't appear to have any masked face on the front, just a golden lid carved with some symbols. And that's what you've seen. That's sort of the threshold of this room.
And that's like up against the wall. There's just obviously not a wall there, right?
Yeah, so the perimeter of this is all wall. So
Okay,
it's at like the corner. It's like embedded into the corner of where the two walls meet.
Gotcha. Okay. I can't see any of this shit.
Yeah, I can't see anything either yet. Tiff taking us in?
Well, Tipper's trying to, like, he just has the hand, like, she can reach a torch, right?
Yeah, I mean, my hand would cover like your entire face, but
She's kind of blindly trying to get her torch and tinderbox and light it. And talking.
I will cast light on her torch.
Okay, casting the light on the torch. You get the light. You're seeing. Oh my God. You're seeing a bunch of holes all on the floor, and then you're also seeing a lot of disparate bones. These ones, it looks like, not as... It's hard to say for sure, but it looks like there's some animal bones in here as well. Yeah, you're seeing lots of holes in the floor, animal bones, as well as look like humanoid bones.
How big are these holes we're talking?
Small. Like,
Okay, so like you'd step over them. Like,
yeah, no problem.
Not holes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, small holes.
Okay.
Like fist size at the largest.
Oh,
Tiff will, if she can see him through Priest Boy Paul's eyes, she'll try to take a look, see are like dirt's gonna come out of these holes. Are they just holes?
Make a perception check.
That is a 8.
Okay, you're not noticing any pressure plates or anything that are obviously standing out, or any, darts on the floor or anything.
Paul will also look upon hearing that.
Okay. Perception check. Peering over her.
Not a difficult thing to do.
No. Not when you're 6'3", even hunching.
Perception, that'll be 19.
19. You're hearing kind of a scratching noise. You're not sure where, but you also don't see any evidence of tripwires, traps, or anything like that.
Nice.
I'm going to preemptively cast Armor of Agathis on myself this time.
Okay, so icy wave. It looks like frozen waves kind of like congeal around you.
My two smells
From the back, Deno is like, what's the hold up?
I'll take my hand off.
I want to go there, and I think we could go
I'll put my
there.
hand back.
Are you guys finding anything? I mean, you left all this, the gold embedded in the statues over there. Did you want to catch that on the way out? No worries. What are we seeing up ahead?
I'll take my
There's lots of mummies, but there could be a mummy in the sarcophagus. There's this weird sort of thing. We could go through that door. I'm very good at unlocking doors. I'm so good at unlocking doors. I spent a lot of my time unlocking
Paul
doors.
in the back. It's like, just go.
I guess I'll... So how is this working with her, by the way? Am I, like, doing what she said, just holding her? Like,
Yeah, you're just got your hand over her mouth, and like one hand like on her head, I imagine.
okay, in we go.
Paul, fun fact.
Okay, so both of you go in. As you go in,
There it is.
stepping into the room, the floor begins to sort of make a scuttling noise underneath.
Scuttling.
That's not a sound of flush.
This
Continue.
okay. This sarcophagus lid opens up, and from within,
There it is.
you begin to see what steps forward is a horrid sight of desiccated skin and gauze wrappings. Human skin with, like, stretched extremely tightly over just straight up bone. Almost transparent. All of it dangling with gold bangles and adornments. A small ankh symbol hanging around its neck. It creaks and cracks and whispers dry words at you with rotten teeth. Its eyes are pits of shadow, and it points to the space, like, through the wall, tracking where Deno Drakson is. Or Deno Drakson. And he just was like, Dr. Coase!
Oh.
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 All right,
And-
and we'll go ahead and have it roll initiative.
As Tiff sees this, she just goes, yes!
as it steps forward and you're going, yes! You also notice a tide of like desiccated beetles just pouring out from under the floor.
Oh, I could use the beetles too. And I am re-rolling the one I rolled on initiative because I am a halfling.
Okay.
I rolled
A hing.
A hing.
A health, a hing.
She's just so excited. She's like, no, I have to be luckier. I have to be luckier. I have to kill this mummy. Oh my god, there's a mummy. Paul, did you see there's a mummy? There's a mummy. We can kill a mummy. I can get all the things we need.
A bard, and then she could just vicious mockery things to death. Just like talking at it.
Just
Or her dissonant
Wouldn't even
whisper.
need to cast it. It's just constantly
Permanently
active.
It's
has
just
it
like
active, yeah.
she causes psychic damage just to everything at all
She
times.
gets into her emotional backstory of how she accidentally killed her family by talking to them to death.
It's like a weird paladin like aura thing where everyone within like 15 feet of you just constantly takes psychic damage.
Yes. Seriously. Alright. I think there's some class that gets that way down the line. Alright.
The Oath of the Chatterbox Paladin.
Oh, the chatterbox.
Oath of the Chatterbox.
You worship Megan. Not this character, just Megan.
I feel like I'm not as much of a chatterbox in real life.
No.
I would say not as much.
Alright.
I mean, I could start.
Don't.
25 to 20. 20 to
Solid.
22, 15.
16 for Tiffany.
At 17.
Eh.
Okay. Ooh, boy, is it a 17? Top and Tiff with 16. 15 to 10.
10.
13.
Okay, so Priest Bowl Paul. 13. Vivian. 10. Willow, how you doing?
8, feeling great.
Alright, Willow's doing 8. Alright, let's do...
Oh, you're supposed to roll a d20, not d8.
Yeah.
We have bad news.
Bad news.
Ooh.
That sounds like a speedy mummy.
That's bummy.
Could be. Could be. Couldn't say for sure.
It's a speedy mummy.
Or speedy beetles, we don't know yet.
Speedles?
Yeah.
Beetles!
Beetles. Just to you guys, I'm like crafting this thing. I'm like, oh, it'd be cool to have this, and you're just like, beetles.
That was inevitable, Nicholas. You know it was.
Yeah.
Everyone at home is cracking up right now, I can tell.
Yeah.
We are very hilarious.
Thank you for those of you who are watching at home. I hope you're enjoying.
Thank you for suffering with us.
Yeah.
Hi. I caused suffering in every one shot.
Okay.
Well, not the first two. I didn't really, but you know.
You know how it goes.
Alright. So top of the round, the mummy.
It's a speedy mummy.
It's
I mean, it doesn't have to be that speedy.
let's see. It is going to go ahead and make an attack with its desiccating fist on
That sounds bad.
Willow.
That's
Willow is
Sorry.
Tiff.
Tiff. Top
not
Tiff.
a new.
Oh, of course.
That's going to be a 14 to hit.
That hits uncanny dodge.
Okay. Let's see. Go ahead and make a con save for me. Also good for
First one of the night. You
roll.
can do it.
16 for my con save.
Okay.
I think I'm getting too into character.
Yeah. The con save passes. Let's see. But you do take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, which gets halved to 2, and another 12 points of necrotic damage.
2, so 8.
I don't know that the
2 and 6.
necrotic damage also gets.
It just says, from what I have written down, when an attacker hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to half the damage.
Sure. We'll just do that with 8.
Okay.
So. And then it affixes you with its eyes and gives you a death stare. You need to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oof.
Whoa.
8.
8. Okay, you are frightened.
Is this?
Someone had to do it.
I have advantage on saving throws against fright because I'm a halfling.
Okay, go ahead and roll with advantage.
That one.
Nat 20!
All right, there you go.
Ooh.
So you shrug off the effect as you're like, I've seen worse.
Oh,
Or
I'm gonna
frankly-
kill you so bad!
In your case, you're just like so excited / far gone.
That's Tiff!
All right, that's it for the mummy's turn. Ooh, boy. Go ahead. You're in the back here. You're just hearing commotion and excitement from Tiff.
I can't really get through there.
Yes!
I mean,
So 10, 20, 25, 30. You can get to there.
sick.
You can dash. You can get in the room.
That's an action, though.
Yeah. Then you'd have a bonus. You'd have your bonus.
Nah.
Okay. You stay there. Anything else?
I guess I'll dash. I'll get behind them though. I'll get into the room enough that other people can get in. Oh, that's not exactly right behind them. I meant right behind my players, not right behind him. I'm not that confident.
Okay, so a little bit away from the mummy.
Well,
And
fine.
yeah, I was like, "Here's a paladin, the frontliner. Go for it." But okay,
No.
is it you comfortable with that?
Piss on it. Just put me right next to him, you know?
Okay.
All you guys are like, wow, this little coward out here.
Yeah.
You're a turtle. You got a shield.
Okay. Yep. That's fine. Go for it. You dashed up there. So anything else for your bonus action? Or you're just gonna hold on for now.
I'm gonna smell him.
Smells
Terrible.
terrible and deadly and dusty and awful and rotting.
I see.
Okay. That's it for your turn. So that's Tiff with Priest Boy Paul to follow.
Tiff will scooch right in. Actually, or would she be within range where she was?
She was already within 5 feet of him.
She's already within 5 feet, and then she will hit it with a short sword.
Go for it.
10 plus 16.
16 hits.
Sneak attack.
Okay. As you strike, the blade passes right through. Just like pulls out a little bit of sand dust, but otherwise it's immune to physical damage. Is what it seems like. Immune to the sword attack, at least.
Huh. Interesting. Quite interesting. And she'll back up. She'll take the attack of opportunity, and she will bonus action. As a halfling, she can hide behind a creature, or attempt to hide behind a creature that is one size larger than her or larger. So she will attempt to hide behind Priest Boy Paul.
Okay. 13 to hit you on the attack of opportunity.
Nope.
Okay. Go ahead and make your stealth check.
Stealthy, am I feeling stealthy?
Nope.
I get to reroll those because I'm a halfling.
Bro, what can't
Imagine.
halflings reroll?
What can't? That is a... What is myself? That is a 17.
Okay. I mean, there's other things right in the mummy's face, but it's hard to hide from a swarm of insects all over the floor.
Oh, yes. I forgot about them.
But yeah, okay. That's it for your turn. Nicely done. So, Priest Boy Paul, you're up with Vivian to follow.
Okay. Am I in direct combat with any of them?
You are with the swarm,
Okay.
which is actually like kind of in your space.
Nice.
As you-
Fun.
You have a halfling behind you. Just
Well, it's about time this thing came out. I'll cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action.
Okay, very nice.
It's going to look like an old, rusty, with like dried blood on it, axe.
Got it.
I'll get that thing out. Gross.
I don't know where.
Right between the mummy and the big
Okay.
guy.
We'll just use this as the spiritual weapon for now.
Spiritual box.
Spiritual weapon box. Got it.
Okay.
It's a war chest
Yes.
for the war player.
Yes.
Smash it with the chest. Yeah,
So-
exactly.
While we're talking about it, I'll attack with it.
For what target? Sorry.
That's what I'm considering. The swarm, would I be able to hit the swarm without, like, issue?
Yeah, it's big enough that you could
just
damage
like
it without it.
step on it.
Stabbing myself?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Attack roll, go for it. This isn't like a rug that smothers you.
That's a 17 to hit.
That hits. Go roll damage.
That will be 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Got it.
And for my action, I'll also take a swing with my regular axe.
Also on this one?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
The spiels.
That's force damage, right? The first one?
Yes. For this one, that'll be 18 to hit.
Hits.
And that will be 14 points of damage.
Okay. This one seems less effective, whereas the magic was kind of swooping and sweeping them. This one is kind of hard to hit each individual one and kind of make a telling blow. But you do feel like you're thinning out them together. Anything else?
Nope. That's what I want to do.
Okay. That's it for you. So then Vivian is up.
Alright, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to say the space behind hers. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Well, this one you're moving through a buddy here.
Right, so
So
I'd
you
probably
could get to just there.
just there. Okay. And then I'm going to turn myself around. And take 2 Eldritch Blasts at the mummy.
Okay. Attack rolls, go for it. You got this.
Alright, so that is a 23 on 1.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay, I'm going to touch my bottle on that one and do it's another 8 damage, but 3 of that is thunder.
This one seems to do full damage.
Okay, and then
So it
this,
heals back.
I think I rolled one in, let me re-roll that, 'cause I don't remember what I rolled. So 14 on the second one.
That hits. Roll damage.
Oh, that's better this time. 6, it's 10 force damage, 3, and just 10 force damage on this one.
Okay. So 18 total. And begins to attack again. All right. Vivian, that's it for you. Willow, you're up next after the swarm, which is going to scuttle all over Priest Boy Paul and attempt to attack him with its series of bites. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Big hit.
Alrighty. Okay, 1, 2.
Uh-oh.
So you've got it at least.
Kind of roll some dice.
You've actually got it below half, so that's just good. Because swarms do more damage if they're above half. So it's going to be 6 points of piercing damage, and some scarabs begin to burrow into your skin. And begin to writhe and chew on the flesh there beneath.
Nope.
So you got scarabs in you.
No
You've been
idea.
scarabed.
Fill the,
You've been scarab.
no idea. Fill the NPC with scarabs.
Not Deno Drakson.
All right, there you go. You got a
Oh my
scarab.
gosh, look at him!
Okay, so that's it for their turn.
I can't see what.
I just put a scarab on your little mini on your thing. All right, that's it for their turn. So now, Willow, you're up.
Okay. I'm assuming that's about where I can get.
Yeah, just about.
Can I see either of the targets?
You can see the scarabs all over Priest Boy Paul.
Boy, Paul.
Okay. I'm gonna... I'm gonna use my twin spell
Okay.
and cash in a metamagic point.
Ooh.
And I'm going to go ahead and cast 2 Ray of Frosts at the scarabs.
I think they have to be separate targets if you're doing a twin spell.
Oh, that's right. I
So-
can't see the other one.
Yeah.
Mm,
You can save that for another time when they're
I'm gonna save that.
Got it.
I'm still gonna shoot Ray of Frost
Got it.
at it though.
Attack roll. Go for it.
Get him.
Get him.
We're done.
That'll be a 19.
That hits. Definitely. Go and roll damage.
I think it's 2d10. I have it up.
I think Ray of Frost is 2d10.
It's 8s.
It's
D8s.
8.
Oh, it's 8.
Yeah. That'd be 9.
All right. So, in this ray of frost, you see just like a whole bunch of scarabs just like breaking into shattering pieces. It's definitely thinned out, but there are still a handful of scarabs left. Anything else you'd like to do for a bonus action or anything? And I think because I don't think you have to roll on your chart or in your thing because it's a
not
cantrip.
yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
She's
No.
thinking.
No? Okay. Top of the round. The dust in the big urn swirls and congeals into sort of like an imp made of dust that leaps out and attacks here at Uguay.
Damn.
Flies over. It's actually going to fly over, and instead of attacking, it's going to fly right over Vivian and Uguay, and you just exhale a cone of just like blinding dust and sand. Both of you need to make a con saving throw, please. Oh, sorry, Dex saving throw.
No, not
No. Oh, that was nice anyway.
Okay, what'd you get?
18.
18, that's a pass.
17.
That's also a pass. So you're able to shield your eyes in time and not get too
I'm just
overwhelmed.
picturing my head went into my shell.
Yeah, just your head. Alright, top of the round though, the mummy's turn. And this is going to get interesting because it opens its mouth
Here we go.
and
coming.
it begins to... And as it inhales, the moisture begins getting sucked from your body, and you feel your skin on your face and your arms
My wrinkles.
being pulled away. So that hits. That's going to hit you. That's going to hit Priest Boy Paul, and that's going to hit Vivian.
Not the old
So
ones.
the three of you need to go ahead and make Constitution saving throws, please.
Once again, that was a good roll.
Take it.
That was a good roll.
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
Wow, I rolled amazingly.
It's
Yes.
been fun, dude.
Nice.
Yes. Oh, one more time.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay, guys.
It was a high five.
I thought you said it was I-5.
It was a high five. It's crowded.
Let's try and be a little more mindful. But no problems.
Whoa, it's you and me. You're stuck with me.
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm
Hey,
focused.
camera. Taking
That's my plan, too.
just take it. Some beatings. Okay.
Tank.
So, what is your roll, Vivian?
18.
That's a pass. Okay, so you're gonna take half damage and no other effects.
19.
Same thing.
16.
Same thing. Good job. Which is good because it was 21 points of necrotic damage, so that's going to be halved to 10.
Okay.
And no further
Yeah.
things unless I'm mistaken. Hang on, let me double check.
We passed. We're fine. No need to look.
Yep, good.
Yep, there we go.
How does that work with Armor of Agathis? Does he take the full damage?
Is it when you're hit with an attack, or is it when you are? Yeah, so just check that for me.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it did damage, but I couldn't remember if it was just.
I thought it was
Attack.
only when you've been hit by an
That is
attack roll.
probably the case. Yeah, melee attack.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because I still have temporary hit points now.
Woo!
All right. So that's it for its turn. After that, it is going to be Uguay's turn, followed by Tiff and Priest Boy Paul.
I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on it.
Moonbeam. Okay.
Moonbeam.
Got it.
Moonbeam.
It's been a while. Moonbeamed.
Moonbeam.
Memed,
So-
if you will.
Hello.
Or in this case, it's sort of like starlight beam since there's no moon in the Moria.
I make my own. Okay, I'm just picturing a little shell on the ceiling, just like a glowing shell.
Just a glowing shell that lights. on the thing. All right. Sure.
Cool.
Got it. Anything else?
No.
Okay. That's it for your turn. Next is going to be Tiff with Priest Boy Paul to follow.
So the scarabs are like in Paul's space, right?
Oh yeah.
So she'd be able to reach and sort of just hit
Yeah.
them with the flat of her short sword.
Squish.
Smoosh those bugs.
Push those bugs. That is a 22 to hit.
Hits.
And then would this be sneak attack since everyone is crowded in everywhere?
Sure.
Woo!
Still alive.
Oh, 2 ones, 2, 8, 10, 13 piercing.
Okay, so it is half because it's a swarm reduced, but it's enough to kill them. So down they go. You've
Nice.
still got some in your skin there, Paul.
Tough.
Oof.
So we're gonna go ahead and leave one there for you.
One there for you.
Just for you.
Also for you.
Okay. So that's it for your turn there, Tiff.
She'll bonus action sort of scooch around and try to hide behind Paul again.
Okay, stealth check.
That is a 16.
Okay, you're feeling like you're not the focus. Okay, that's it for your turn. So, Priestway Paul, you're up. Vivian, up next.
Damn!
Okay, so I still have scarabs inside me.
So you take 4 points of piercing damage. As they're chewing out the innards.
Yum.
Do I think that healing myself would push them out?
You don't know.
Squish him. Just punch
In
yourself.
the you could try and like pull them out, like reach
Is
in
it-
and
is
try
it-
to pull them out.
Oh god.
That's not
Maybe something a little less gross, although probably still painful. What if I cast Word of Radiance because it's an AoE around me? What if I do it, like, including me, like inside me? Only light myself from the inside out. I would imagine I hit myself, obviously, but
Yeah, you also hit all your buddies.
Well, you
I
can
choose what I hit.
Yeah, you choose what you hit with Word of Radiance.
Okay. I'll allow it. Go ahead and try.
Okay.
So,
That's Word of Radiance is it's a save for.
It's a save for them. It is, I think, a con save.
I believe it's a con save, and it's radiant damage.
Yes.
2d4, I believe.
1d6.
At this level.
2d6 at this level.
2d6.
So go ahead and roll 2d6.
This is gonna hurt.
It's 5 for
Falls
radiance, right?
on Tiff.
Yeah, it's 5
Yeah.
5 raise. Set it on yourself.
That's 9.
9. Okay, you purge the skeleton, the scarabs, but you also take 9 radiant damage.
Worth.
Yep. Sometimes you gotta do it.
So the like singed, silvery fire flickering scarabs just like flee your skin and drop and die on the floor.
And as my bonus action, axe time.
Got it. Attack roll.
That will. Let's see. That's 14 to hit. This
14
is
hits.
Okay, cool. This is a d8.
This is the force damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
That'll be 10 points of damage.
10 points. Very nice. Still standing, but hurt. That's it for your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's it for that. So, Vivian. Then Willow.
Okay. I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on the mummy.
Okay. What can I save?
That's a.
Int?
It's an int, yes.
What was that saving again?
I got a 0.
Okay. So he's going to take
He did break his brain.
10
Nice.
psychic damage.
10 points of psychic damage.
And then
okay.
on his next saving throw before my turn, roll a d4 and minus that from it.
Oh.
His next saving throw?
And that'll
yes,
be my,
it's a
my
saving
mid-game.
throw.
Got it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to, out of range of his. Whoops.
You've made a bridge.
I have made a bridge.
You
I am
tripped
the
and
missing
fell
link.
through a wall.
That is quite the
Heavy.
trip.
Yeah.
You've never tripped that hard?
No. I can
Tiff
honestly
has
say
tripped
I
that
have not.
hard.
Okay, that's it for your turn.
That's it for my turn.
Got it. Willow, you're up.
If I scooch here, can I see both?
Yeah. The one's in the air, though.
Yeah, I know. That's him.
That is
Oh.
not. I'm hiding behind
I
Paul.
got multiple
There we go. Sorry.
halfling characters that I'm still trying to straighten out. All right, so this is Willow. Go for it.
Okay. I'm going to use my quicken spell.
Okay. Bonus action.
So my first action is Chaos Bolt towards Skelly Guy.
Skelly guy. Okay. Attack roll. Go for it.
Okay.
First level still.
Yeah.
Okay.
No!
What'd you get?
Can I use my Tides of Chaos? No, I didn't say it before. I had 8.
I'll allow it. Sure. Go ahead and do it. Reroll.
Really?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
fine. It's a one shot.
One shot rolls,
Go
yeah.
Tough.
13.
13 does hit.
Okay. Okay. Excuse
But
me, I'm
also
still
gonna have
getting
you roll
used
on
to
your
this.
chart now, 'cause
I
you use
know.
Tides of Chaos.
I know. I know.
Roll on your chart.
Okay.
What the
Green
heck is
is
she
the
playing?
effect.
Wild magic? Or something?
Tides of Chaos? That's
Oh,
all.
no.
Those were the wrong dice.
I think she has some from Xanathar's.
Okay, sorry. I
Schmancy.
rolled. Wait, no, that was the right dice. Dang it! I messed up my roll, y'all.
You
Okay.
goofball.
Just do it again.
Okay.
You absolute goofball.
Go for it.
Tomfoolery over
1d6.
here.
The green is gonna be the effect. Okay. Okay. So 12 points of thunder damage.
12 points of thunder damage.
Do you want me to roll my
Yeah. Go roll your D100.
That's a
what?
D20.
No.
D100. It automatically happens now because you used Tides of Chaos like it did decide.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Shenanigan time.
Shenanigans.
Oh no!
D100.
Okay.
Turn us all
Okay.
into planes.
Woo.
29.
Feeling fine.
You teleport 60 feet into an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see.
Oh.
Oh. How far is 60 feet?
Pretty much like anywhere you can see.
Can I go up here?
Yeah. Okay. Just bling, right on top of the sarcophagus.
And then I'm gonna.
While you're up there, you notice that there's a door behind the sarcophagus.
I'd be like.
No, no.
The more you know.
You sort of just like dissolve into goo and then just reform up there. You cast your cast bolt. All right, so that was your bonus action.
Okay.
All of that
Can
was
I-
your bonus action. So you got your action still.
And then I'm gonna shoot.
You can only do
I
a
guess-
cantrip if you're gonna do a spell.
Okay. Okay, I'll do Ray of Frost at the
Okay,
flying.
attack roll. Go for it.
That'll be a 19.
Hits. Roll damage. 2d8.
There we go. 7.
7 points of damage. Okay. Still standing though. Okay, that's it for your turn. Top of the round, another creature appears from the space,
Yeah.
Hashtag another one.
and that one goes over and attacks you on the top there. The other one's going to attack Vivian actually. All right, so one on Willow, claws, 12 to hit Willow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was, got it. That's going to be 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Casters.
Vivian, that's probably going to hit you with a 23. That's
Yeah, that
natural
hit.
19.
That hits.
5 points of slashing damage.
It takes 5 points of cold damage back.
Okay.
Right.
It's still standing, but barely.
And that was all of my 10 HP.
Okay. So that's it for their turn. Now the mummy's turn. See if it gets its inhalation back.
Moonbeam.
It does get it back. Okay.
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam. So con
Moon-
save. What's your
with
DC?
14, and then remember has the D4 against it.
Okay, why don't you roll the d4? It's
Okay.
your effect. Probably doesn't matter.
It's a -1.
Okay, well I rolled a nat 3, so that's a fail.
Excellent.
So go ahead and roll the damage.
2d10.
Yup. Oh, I did my reading. That's Ocho.
Okay, nice.
Is it though? Is it really though?
Sub-average. We could do better.
I know I could.
So it's like rocking back and forth.
I'm picturing like little like turtle shells, like boom, boom, just like pulsing down upon
Turtle beams.
Like a blue shell.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to turn this way and do another one of its inhale moistures on the U2. So con saves, please.
It was you two.
Sorry. Way
that one's got
and Vivian.
That one.
What'd you get?
More.
7.
That's a fail.
8.
That's also a fail.
Hey, let's go.
Okay, well at least I rolled less this time for you guys. 8. So that's going to be, again, 10. You also both take 2 points of exhaustion.
Spicy.
Oh.
So 2 points of exhaustion is your speed is halved and you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Oof.
Okay, so that's it for its turn. As like the moisture, you're just like parched and just super drained and worn down. You feel like you've spent weeks in the desert. All right, that's it for its turn. So your turn, Uruguay,
That's me.
with Tiff to follow.
Alright. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but we gonna give it a go. I'm just gonna go with Thunderous Smite on it, I guess. So I'll attempt to attack him. No, because the sword's just gonna go through it. I haven't thinking about this all turn. Sorry.
Can I move your statue bump?
Oh, you're really
There we go.
I guess I'll swing at one of the. You said one of the demon thingies is like barely holding on.
Yeah, the one closest to Vivian in the air.
Is it within range of me?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll swing at it.
Back roll.
That'll do. 20 total.
Hits. Roll damage.
Ocho. Not Ocho. 6.
That's enough.
Sweet.
Down it goes.
Hooray.
That's it.
Yeah. Then there's the other one too.
Yes, there is the other one. That one's not in range.
Oh,
It's flying up by Willow here and attacking her.
that's too bad. Am I within range of like the big cauldron thing?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Here we go, folks.
You hit it.
This one I'll hit it, and I'm gonna use Thunderous Smite on it if I hit it.
Okay, attack roll first.
You can
Don't
say you're gonna
miss the
smite once you
cauldron.
hit.
No. 11.
That hits.
All right.
Amazingly.
I'll do, yeah.
Roll damage.
The cauldron.
Okay, so it's not
It's an
super.
urn. Thank you very much.
The stationary object.
Oh god. Okay, where are you? There you are.
Alright, Tiff, you're up next. Priest by Paul to follow.
Oh wait, hold up.
Me too.
13 damage.
13 points of damage. Alright. Still standing. And you like dented in a part of it and part of it chipped away and some of the dust pours out a little bit, but still standing for sure.
All right.
Okay, that's it for your turn.
Yep.
Tiff. with the priest board ball to follow.
Since this is flying, can she see it / get a short bow shot towards it?
Go for it.
Cool. And then, is she feeling sufficiently hidden behind Priest Boy Paul?
I'd say not so much against a creature that's flying and has like an aerial view of the situation.
Okay. And then is that guy within 5 feet of anyone?
Yeah, it's within 5 feet of Willow. So if you
Okay.
hit, then it'll be a sneak attack.
Woo, 18.
That hits. Roll damage. Sneak attack.
10, 14, 16, 19.
That's enough. Whoosh. Down it goes.
Woo.
Alright. Anything else?
Nashville attempt to keep hiding behind Paul.
Okay, go for it. Vivian, you're up next. Priest Boy Paul, you're up now.
11.
You don't feel super hidden.
Mm.
Okay. And I'm not in direct melee range with
No, but you can
Money.
move into it if you want to.
Okay. I do not.
Okay.
I will cast a second level. Actually, do I do that first? Yeah, I'll do it first. Second level guiding bolt.
Okay, attack roll. Go for it.
That looks unlikely. Does a 13 hit?
13 hits.
Hey. Okay.
Roll damage.
So that's 3d8.
Even
They're
his,
D6s.
D6s.
even his skin is stretched thin here.
I think it's
pal.
4d6.
Oh, because it's at the
It's
next level.
it's
Yeah.
5d6 because it's 4d6 at level 1.
That's insane.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's 4.
I didn't know it was that good.
Oh, you cast it at second level. That's right.
Yes, I did. Whoa. So that's 5, 7. That's 13 points of damage.
We're looking at lethal. What do you want to look like?
Woo!
This one will look like the guiding bolt will look like a logged tree just shooting out at it.
All this combat and stuff, and then it's just like a holy tree just pops out of nowhere and just smashes straight through the thing. Just
God.
down it goes. All right. That's it for combat then.
Is the thing that spin out more imps?
Well, you've got everyone else in initiative order still to attempt to do stuff.
I would like to use my bonus action to attack it
Okay, go for it. Attack
if I
roll.
can.
Yeah.
Ooh, nat 20.
Okay, nice. Roll double damage.
That will be 15 total.
15 points of damage. It's still standing. Filling dust and stuff. It's a big urn, so. Alright, next up I guess would be Vivian with Willow to follow.
I guess since everyone seems to be attacking this urn, I'm gonna use my staff and take a swing at it, but also cast Green Flame Blade, which it's not a blade, but you
Ooh, I
can
like
use
that
any
spell.
melee weapon
Yeah.
attack.
Go for it. Attack roll.
It's a 17 to hit.
Hits.
So it's going to take
Bonus
1d8.
fire damage.
Yeah, 1d8 fire and 1d8 from two-handing the staff.
Got it.
We'll say that was the fire, so that's 3 fire damage, and then 8, just 8, bludgeoning or whatever.
So 11 total, right?
11 total, yeah.
Alright, that is enough. So
Okay.
crack it open, and the dust gets scattered to the wind. Combat's over. Alright. Okay, so, what's everyone doing?
What is left of the mummy?
Some wrappings, a lot of gold, and a lot of some of the lower torso parts of it that didn't get totally logged.
Chip is booking it towards the mummy.
Is it like necklace still there?
Yes.
Can I try to get the necklace?
Yeah, you pick it up. Go ahead and make an investigation check, both of you.
Okay. That is a shit ton. 27.
Okay. And you?
8.
Okay. You get the necklace, but not much else on it.
That's all I wanted.
It's actually in the shape of the ankh, is in the shape of a key.
Nice.
You find 7 gold bangles each, and you also find an additional sort of golden, remnants of the golden headdress kind of situation. So other gold jewelry. And yeah, otherwise
And
sort
then
of
there's-
gauze, preserve wrapping, and
There's still flesh.
yep, there's still, it's like fleshy, stretched skin stuff. There's not much meat as far as things go, but it's
But there's still.
still, yeah.
She would like to attempt to unwrap part of the mummy, look at it, and just be like, it said it had medicinal properties, and she'd like to take a small bite.
Oh God.
Of what? I wasn't paying attention.
Of the mummy itself. Okay.
Oh no.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
There's always got to be the one.
Natural 20.
Okay. Well, as you jump into this thing, you feel like you're sort of renewed, and we'll go ahead and heal you for 12 hit points. As it like all the like remnants of the skin and stuff just like sloughs off as the energy holding it together goes into you.
I'm disturbed.
Yeah. You're looking a little like your skin's looking a little like stretched for some reason. And like as you exhale, like little tufts of sand come out. But otherwise, yeah.
She will gather up as much of the mummy that'll fit in her bag and stick it. Oh, I'll be able to sell this in the store. It'll save the store. It'll save everything. The notes are right. The notes are right. My father's notes are right. Oh, I feel great. I feel great. This is better than sugar sand. It's better than anything.
I'm gonna move as far away as I can from this lunatic.
Yep, fair enough.
Best to get the corner.
Mummy wrappings.
Mummy wrap.
Mappings.
All right. What are you up to, Willow?
Willow's gonna be like, and like turn towards the door that I saw behind me.
Yeah, there's a door hidden behind the sarcophagus.
Can I investigate it for any traps or weird
Yeah,
markings?
go make an investigation check. Deno kind of walks in. He's like, "All right, I'm ready to be rich. Where's my chalice? What happened?"
Oh, have you heard about the properties of mummy medicine? They're great. I knew they were good, but I didn't know they were that great. Oh, just one bite of mummy and you're cured of everything.
Right. Well, not really my area. I don't see a chalice in here, so bad luck on that. Might I take a few of the gold bangles off of you?
Yeah, sure. She doesn't care. She'll toss him all 7.
Oh, excellent. Well, I'm gonna be rich. In any case, perhaps we'll make our way out of here. Do we know how to make our way out of here? Have you guys figured that out there? There's a nice door there.
There's a mummy.
He's pointing to the door right here.
I found a door up here.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Do you have any way of opening it?
I can open doors. I feel great. I can climb up. I can open doors.
I have a key.
Oh, that ruins all the fun.
I rolled
You
an
ruined
18
all the fun.
for
For
my
what?
Oh,
Okay, you don't notice, you just see the outline of the door. You don't notice any handle. The sarcophagus is like basically the door.
Oh.
Can I look in the back of the sarcophagus? Assuming it's open because he was out of it. Is there anything in the sarcophagus?
Make a perception check.
I will.
If I put my ear up to it, do I hear it?
Nice.
Yeah, perception check.
20 total.
You don't find anything as far as like a secret switch or anything like that, but you do find what looks like some gold foil wrapping.
Interesting.
You hear the rushing of sand.
There might be sand behind this door, y'all.
Oh no shit, Sherlock.
Oh god.
I'm just gonna take a little bit of the wrapping. It's like my hand will just go into my shell, then it'll just submerge empty.
Okay.
I mean, I would have seen them looking and talking about the door behind there, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I have a big axe.
Do you?
Hey.
I kind of want to use it.
So the whole sarcophagus is like a solid stone object
Whoa,
that is like lodged in the space there.
I want to use it less.
do you need help maybe finding something? Is there a button? Is there...
Do we
I
want
look pretty thoroughly, actually.
Hold up, y'all. Before we open this thing up and sand comes pouring out, which I'm anticipating, can we check to make sure we can actually get out if this room keeps filling with sand?
We'll just step on it. Easy.
That's right. Can you not walk on sand?
I can't breathe in sand. And
Well,
I'm
I can
very
hold my-
short, you see.
I can hold my breath all the time. So.
Couple feet of sand and I'm struggling, yo.
Can I investigate this door?
Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
That's a 19.
Nice.
Does not appear to have any traps or anything like that, but does have an ankh-shaped keyhole.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Huzzah!
Hey, ooh. Oh man, bring that key here.
I'm gonna like painfully slow.
Paul will look over at you.
Other old man. And we both have 2 points of exhaustion, right? So we're both just
Both
like...
of you are at half speed.
I'm like painfully slow. Funny enough, portals have 30 movement speed. Like they're incredibly average for movement speed, but I'm not. So I'm just gonna. So I'm just walking over there super slow.
You guys look like you aren't feeling well. I have a suggestion.
No, thank you.
Or the sugar sand if you'd prefer to go for the more traditional method.
There's a really interesting campaign on the Sunswell Islands about not taking strange substances, and I was a product of that. I'm not gonna. No, thank you. I'll give it to your price.
Oh, but taking strange substances is so much fun.
This is like the Say No to Drugs kids.
Exactly.
Suit yourself, and she'll take out some of her sugar sand and take even more.
Right, well, while that's happening, perhaps we should go check out this door that we can open for now.
I'll say yes to the sugar sand.
Okay. Go ahead and make a medicine check since you don't have a tolerance. Also, you need to make a medicine check because you've been using it like crazy.
No.
Medicine?
Yeah.
12.
Medicinal.
Okay, you're okay.
9.
You're feeling like dizzy and are unable to concentrate on spells for the next hour.
That's okay.
For the next hour.
Oh, isn't
So
it
yeah,
amazing?
drugs,
But am I more awake?
You are more awake.
Isn't it
Both
amazing?
my
It's
points are still there?
Yeah, exhaustion's like physical toll on the body, not necessarily like
This
It-
is-
wakefulness.
It's like
I don't
drinking
feel
coffee
anything,
when
I
you're
guess.
already really tired. Like, I mean, it helps.
You're just jittery.
You're
It's
just-
not-
Drinking coffee won't help you when you get the moisture sucked out of your limbs. So,
Fair.
alright.
Well, I'll go up to the door. I'll try to unlock it with you.
Okay. Slides open. And Dino's like, "What's in there? What's in there?" He's right up there. And you're
Oh, finally you're helping, Dino. Finally.
Like squashing the instinct to just like push Dino.
While they're doing that, can I actually paw around with the sarcophagus? I feel like there's gotta be a way to open that. Like the back of it.
Sure, go and make an investigation check.
Also, before I walk in, I'm going to use my lay on hands and heal myself back up.
Okay, got it.
I got you a paladin.
Yes, sir.
It is very weird playing a character that has 0 healing spells.
Yeah.
See, I
So
wanted to-
can't. It's a first.
Yeah.
That'll be 21.
I just wanted-
21. You aren't noticing any kind of thing other than there is some sort of hinge mechanism. You don't know any way to open it. It doesn't. You pull on it, it doesn't budge. You're not noticing any switches or anything like that.
Can I like tap my feet on top of it to see if the sound changes?
You dapping. Nothing.
Can I start just like tap
Yeah, you
dancing
do.
on top of it?
But nothing too much there. What are you doing? Otherwise, though, the two of
I'm
you.
gonna, like-
Are you joining in the room?
I'm gonna sit down on top of it with my legs dangling and be like, Paul, with my arms like outstretched.
Paul will stand up, and he's like 7'2" at this point. Grab you and crouch back down.
Okay.
I like
come on
pat your
down.
head as you lower me.
Are you three going in to the room?
I'll go in.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Okay. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Tentatively.
Okay.
Like watching from the door. You know.
Got it. Alrighty. So, you come to this room. Beyond the door, you find a T-shaped room, including the hall that attaches to this, with three strange pyramid statues at its far end. Each statue has the base of a pyramid, and the upper half as the same statues as before. One as the tiger-headed woman, one as the hyena-headed man, and in the center, one as the serpent-crowned skeleton. So a skeleton wearing a crown of serpents as the largest and in the middle. So lower half is the pyramid, upper half is the individual body. In the statue's hands are 3 clay jugs of different sizes, marked with a number. The tiger holds a jug marked 12L. The skeleton holds a jug marked 5L. And the hyena holds a jug marked 8L. The tigress's jug is filled to the brim with water. As you step into the room, the door slams shut behind you and you get pulled in, priest boy. So,
Sucks.
and from the
Swear.
ceiling, a rain of sand, this is where you're actually hearing it from, comes drizzling in and begins filling the room. So we'll get to that in just a second. A strange hum and dryness permeates the air. You look and notice that your water skins have evaporated, if you hadn't already looked at before. And with a dusty crack, the statues' mouths open and pour forth the following words.
I don't want to ride.
So we've got, trapped and thirsty you will be, no water here but what we hold. If escape is what you seek, then attend us, you must behold. Fill the jugs evenly for those who take a drink. Leave none behind for the dusty dead. It will not be easy as you think. Your likely burial lies ahead. Waste not the liquid of life. No spills or overfilling. Indecision will lead to strife. Fill them full, or don't be willing. Keep the balance between the gods. Deign not to scorn. For if you leave one drinker spurned, your lives will be torn. But waste not on the dead, for theirs is waste in all things. Best make haste, not time to waste, for our empire torn will be reborn.
Okay, so just to rephrase, or just to repeat the situation, only one of the jugs has water, or
Yes.
all of them? Okay.
Only the one with
The
12
12
liters.
liters? Okay.
Alrighty. And we got
Oh.
We don't have cat either. I don't know.
We lose. It's been fun, guys.
Yeah.
I'll try and cast Create Water, see what happens.
Do you have Create Water?
Yes.
I have create
You
food water
attempt it?
too.
Nothing happens.
Tough.
Okay, so got the tiger.
Can anybody move water
No, I mean, we can pour
Well,
it.
No, I
with
can't.
special means?
Well, move quick. Let's go. We have
Um,
8, 5, and 12.
Yeah, that's 25. We also have, and we have 12 liters of water.
It says they have to be evenly, no spills, no overfilling, all the way full.
That's tough. Well, it's been nice.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's been fun, guys.
So Deno says, wait, I think the words are different than maybe what you're saying. They said waste not anything on the dead. The middle one's dead, the skeleton.
Oh,
So maybe we just have
Oh.
to split it between the other two.
just 12 and 8.
But it looks like we can't spill or overfill. And what was the words? And he's like looking at his journal as I'm rereading my notes. He says, fill them full or don't be willing. So I'm willing to bet that we have to either fill all the way. So I'm just going to
We're
tell
out
you
of
at this
time, we're
point.
dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
we're
get
done.
you guys get some multiple turns of this.
It's been fun.
So he's explaining the situation. Basically, this is a puzzle, a water
Yeah.
pouring puzzle. You have to make even the remaining containers. So they go 12, 5, then 8, and you have to get even amount of water in the two living ones, the hyena and the tiger and the hyena. You can't pour. You can't do any partial pours. You have to either pour until what the vessel you're pouring from is empty, or the thing you're pouring into is full. And you can't spill or anything like that. So, and we've got some sort of,
We pour it-
So we just need a half. We need 6.
and they're
in
not
each.
partially measured either. So,
Yeah.
How
okay,
big?
So
How much water do our water skins hold?
I think this is more of a math problem with
I think I
the
got
5
it.
in the
I
middle.
think I might have it.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it. I think.
Oh.
I'm almost positive.
Okay, so
they're
yeah,
not
I
they're
know how
not
to do
marked
it, too.
on the inside of the containers or anything like that.
Oh, wait. No.
So let's see.
And you said the 12-liter one is filled all the way to the top.
That's correct.
And the 8 has nothing.
8 and 5 are both empty.
Okay.
And Dina's like, just remember, we have to leave none for the dead.
But that doesn't mean we can't put it in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as a temporary holding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got now with my basic container. So.
I highly encourage you guys to work together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I have it. I think.
Do you have the math up?
I'm running it through my head just one more time, but I think I have it. So.
For those of you enjoying watching at home, find us at DragonPoetSociety.com or on YouTube and also at Instagram on Dragon Poet Society. We're hoping to be back to the normal Lemuria campaign starting next week, and then carrying on with that, as well as trying
Nope, I
to
didn't. I failed.
move forward with some other different projects. So, back to
So,
this
essentially-
sand pouring puzzle.
So essentially, we need 6
Or water
and the
pouring
2
puzzle.
outsides, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to-
Ooh, that would be.
And to be clear, it was 8, 5, 12.
It was
12 being
12,
yeah.
then 5 in the middle, and then 8 on the far side. So I recommend, it helps to start with something like this. Use this on the camera. I don't know if it's going to show with the lighting of it. But yeah, you've got 3 containers showing 12, 5, and 8, 12, 5, and 8, and then starting as writing 12, 0, 0. That way you can start. And I highly recommend also drawing an arrow when you're indicating when you're pouring into a vessel. Deno is doing the same thing. He's like writing this down. He's like, I highly recommend. It works. It's really helping me. And he's kind of drawing different arrows of where he's pouring water and all that. Don't be afraid to collaborate. Tell other people what you're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is more of an internal math game, though, than anything.
Yeah, but it doesn't hurt to collaborate, and sometimes putting 2 heads together with it can help a lot with seeing where things go.
Sure, that's true.
Anyone got any good?
I am not good at these.
Yeah, neither am I.
Okay. And once we start pouring, I'll show the camera each move that the party does in the red ink there. So far we're at 12-0-0 out of 12-5-8.
That's what I keep doing. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. And I'm like, shit, what was the next move?
It's really easy to get 7 and 5.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah.
Not to rush you guys, but the sand's getting a little tall for us small folk. And those of you who are halfling notice it's about at your knee height at this stage.
Team white, team white, team white.
Tiff will move towards the statue, being ready to climb one of them if it
Okay, if it comes to that.
comes to that.
Got it?
Very good at climbing. Not very good at logic puzzles. Actually, Tiff would probably be good. I'm not.
That's really easy. It's not working.
Good news. I was able to manage a full circle where I ended up at 12-0-0.
Anyone got any good?
Not really, yeah, honestly.
Oh, I was trying to get that 2 split off of the 8.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, Deno Drakson says, well, this is unfortunate. However, I seem to not be able to find any kind of solution that involves splitting the 12 into 7 and 5. Maybe we start with the 8?
Thanks, Dina.
Fine.
That wasn't meant to be as sarcastic.
Well, what's your solution? Do you have anyone? His voice is getting high and readier as he's like realizing that
I did it.
things aren't
You did it?
going so well.
Almost
Yeah.
sure. Give me a second. Let me look back over my math. I think I did it.
Make sure all your numbers don't add to 13.
Thank you, Nicholas.
Or 11.
Or 11, yeah.
Or 15.
Yeah, 15 would also be a problem.
Right up with 20.
But is it a natural 20?
I don't know.
Nope, I didn't. I failed.
Getting all our hopes up.
Damn it, dude.
Alright, by this stage,
I really thought
the
I had
halflings
that
are
one.
up to like chest level.
Tiff starts climbing, and she, with the thief subclass, she can do it pretty easily.
I put Deno on my shoulders.
Oh! Yes, thank you. Any luck solving it?
No, you have any luck, Dean?
I contributed. I would like some other people to contribute, but I have not yet included anything further.
Okay.
Got it.
You said that
Action!
twice before.
Give me 2 seconds.
Third time counts for all?
No, I failed.
Stop distracting us then.
I don't know why. In my head, I keep thinking the 8 one only has 6. I'm like, that was easy.
That would be pretty easy.
It would, yeah.
Bloop, there we go.
And we can't. It has to only be in those 3 jugs, right?
Yeah, have you gonna try something else?
Just dump
But
it.
I don't think we have a good way to measure. Take it.
Wait, yes, I did. Never mind.
4th time.
No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus,
I really,
dude.
I really keep. Oh my god, man.
I
really
keep
did
looking
get
up
there.
thinking, oh, he's got it.
No, I thought I did. I thought I had it multiple times.
Yes, we know. We were there.
Thank you.
She shouts down from a statue.
This is harder than it should be.
That's because it's not as easy as it appears.
Thank you. for that,
Thanks,
Nicholas.
Nick.
Words of wisdom
Okay,
there, buddy.
I'm starting over. I've gone down a rabbit hole and I just keep ending up back where I started.
What's your... Vivian, did you want to try something?
I was trying to remember if there was anywhere in the book that it mentioned like what the volume was of a water skin, but it just says 5 pounds, which is not
Shall we weigh it?
necessarily helpful.
Yeah.
5 pounds of water is about.
Earthquake of erasing.
Yeah.
Although the camera is not super, as pivotal as it is during combat.
They don't get to watch us suffer.
That's right. Well, they do.
Oh, those cameras are fine. It's the combat cameras usually the walk list.
Okay, we're starting over.
All right, 12-0-0. What's your first move?
Wow. I'm gonna toss an 8 over there.
Okay, so you got 4-0-8.
Correct. Thank you for clarifying for me.
Well, I'm trying to talk you through, and also giving the audience something at home to listen to as this as they
find out we're actually stupid.
Yeah, you guys are all.
I mean, if they've been watching
struggling.
any length of time, they know we're stupid.
Yeah, we were not good at these at all.
Yeah. First logic puzzle, I think, on the stream. So. We're
They're
great
so-
influencers.
they're
We'll do the riddles. The riddles will get there somewhere, but we gotta wait for Kat because
Well, we had riddles with Strahd.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, Kat loves riddles.
yeah, it's her favorite.
Favorite thing.
100%. How you doing there, Sarah?
We had to
What's
split
the
it
luck
between
number
8 and 4. I could get there.
Okay, so
My
you got some
endless
different
string
options.
of numbers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we just need something that holds 2 liters in between.
I know.
those.
That's what I'm saying.
Jeez.
Would be easier if it had that.
Indeed.
Mhm.
Indeed.
That's how I feel.
Wait. Something new.
This one thing I went through 408 3 times.
Yep. Been there. Been there.
Like, this is definitely a different move.
All right, those of you who are standard humanoid sized, it's about up to your collarbone now.
That's
Torso, collarbone stuff.
sick. Rest in peace, us.
Oh my god.
I told you TPK, dude.
It's almost 9 o'clock too. There we go. TPK at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get
We are
there.
buried in the tomb. Good way to end for a Halloween one.
That would
Yeah.
actually.
Yep. All right, everyone, give up. Let's go.
Come on, you guys can do it.
I got a 255. Have you guys had that one yet?
Yeah.
Dang it.
No.
Not
I've had every
terribly-
number combination annoying. Fun fact.
Are you sure about that?
No, I don't.
Dino says, "Oh, I've gotten to 903. Maybe
How
this is
the
a good
hell
start."
did you
I
do that?
have also gotten to 903. It's getting beyond 903.
Yeah, I've gotten that far.
Where am I getting stuck in the 3?
So
No,
to get to that, 12 to 8, and then 8 to 5. And you get 4, 5, 3, and then
12 to 8. How did you get to 12 to 8?
You put you split the 12,
12 pours into the container. That's the 8.
and you have
Oh, 12 to... Oh.
Yeah, and then you have 4, 0, 8, and then 8 goes into the 5 container, so you have 4, 5, 3, and then the 5 goes back into the 12 container to get 9, 0, 3.
That's Dark
okay,
Shadows.
903, and then 2.
Which then forms.
408. We can't keep going back to 408.
Alright, at this point, everyone's having to climb the statues and stay above the sand.
At least something Tip is good at.
Luckily, these statues are tall. But,
That was like you knew.
the room, yep. I gave you guys a lot of time on this one, but it is a tough
We're
one.
determined to die.
To be fair, it is a challenge. It's not like you can just do this in 2 seconds.
Okay, we know to start at 903.
So, wait.
No.
No.
Not anymore. We don't wait for you anymore.
Not another 7 and 5. We're not going there. Not going down that rabbit hole again.
Okay, I got it.
Did you?
606.
You got it?
All right.
You actually got it!
Let's see.
Well,
Walk us through
Okay,
first.
call
Okay.
out the moves.
so we start with. So it's 12, 5, 8.
Yeah,
Left to
as
right.
1200.
So 1200,
Mhm.
408,
Okay,
453,
okay,
903,
okay,
930,
okay,
138,
okay,
156,
okay.
606.
All right, there it is.
Woo!
All right, so you gonna do it?
Yes, I'm
Priest
tall enough to
boy
do
Paul.
it.
Yeah. So you.
Priest boy Paul. Priest
So yeah,
so
boy
long
Paul
for something so
has
easy.
saved
Yep,
it.
there it is.
Oh my
So
god.
as that happens, and you just hear,
I need to go back to middle school.
Dude, honestly,
and then the doors,
why did I keep thinking
and the
that
sand
there's only
just
6 in the one?
like is just this steady thing. You guys are gonna have to like crawl to get under the doorway because the sand has risen to like this like small space between the doorways left over. But yes, very good. You did do it, and you did it in under the 15-minute time window that you guys had to do.
Great.
Barely.
Yeah. So for those of you at home, here is kind of the solution here as far as things
I mean,
come.
I don't
to
know
write it
why I kept losing
Um,
things.
out. There, very nicely done, Brandon.
Nice.
Is this not clear?
That is up to me, yeah.
I have my whole page filled with numbers.
Every time I'd get like somewhere, you say, I got it! And I'd stop and I'd wait and I'd look.
Yeah.
I'd lose my
I thought I
place.
had it multiple times.
We know!
So from 903 to 930,
I
pouring
think I
the
was like,
3
I'm
into
not
the
gonna like,
vat.
move stuff
Then
over.
you're pouring. Walk me through the next things, just so you.
Oh, so where we're at? 930.
930. Then what do you do?
And then we poured the 9 into the 8, so 138.
9 into the 8 and 138. Got it. And then what?
Then we poured what was in the 8 into the 5, so it makes it 156.
Yep.
And then just poured the 5 into the 9, or 12, so
Yep.
606.
And then pour the 5 into the 12. So get that whole nice thing here.
Good job, Paul. Good job. You're quite good at
Very
this. You're
good.
quite good.
You can see kind of the solution here. I'll also post a little solution. For those of you who are watching, I hope you followed along. Anyone do it at home?
I bet you they solved it way before we did.
Possibly. It's
not
but
that
also to fair to
difficult.
you guys, they might have. There's also the possibility that people at home can just Google it. So
It's true.
I should have used
that's
the
what I
phone.
did,
That's
yeah.
what I heard.
yeah. But after opening the door or getting through the little doorway opening, you see that this has opened up and leads its way to a stairway out to the surface space. And Deno goes, "Excellent! Let's make our way out! Go, go, go!
You fast.
Go, go, go! You guys are paid to go first."
It's true, we are.
Well,
I'll carry him like a
25
football
gold.
and head up.
Okay, he's just like, what? Put me down! I'm gonna be rich strong! And you carry him on out, and you lead to the outside. Rest of you follow?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys are heading out, you just sort of the space that you guys come out from is the sort of like side entrance, little cave space as you wind out your way to the desert outside, and you see just see this like sinkhole collapse into the floor below and kind of be recovered by a whole bunch of sand that's been buried in the space. And Deno's like, well, we didn't find the chalice, and it'll take a lot of excavating to get back to where we were. It's kind of weird about everything being so intact down there. I'm sure it means nothing. Anyway, here's your pay, and he kind of hands out 25 gold to everybody. But with that is where we will end for tonight. There concludes the lovely one-shot of the Chalice of Lifewater. Thank you very much for watching us from home, you guys. I hope everyone had fun.
I guess we're done.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice
It's a good time to end.
time to end, and leads to some further questionings. But Deno, unfortunately, will have to continue his search for the Chalice of Lifewater elsewhere. I'm sure you guys might be hired again for another similar endeavor, perhaps. But thank you all for joining me here tonight. Thank you, players, for coming up with your fun one-shot characters. And yeah, follow us online, you guys. Find us at DragonPoetSociety.com. It's a great launch pad. Otherwise, you can find us on YouTube and on Instagram at DragonPoetSociety. So we'll be up on YouTube in a couple days and back to normal streaming next week.
Great.
So have a good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Night.